welcome to Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends sit around, throw some dice, and we share that story with you, our wonderful audience. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here. We appreciate your presence this fine day. And as always, a special warm welcome to those of you who might be tuning in for the first time. Greetings and salutations to you, friends. We hope you enjoy your first taste of this adventuring party and this group of friends and all of the nonsense that has and will happen, because it always does. That's how it goes. That's the brand. You're gonna enjoy it. I know you will. And hey, I got some great news. If this is something that you enjoy, and if you haven't already done so, there are a whole bunch of ways that you can get more content from us. And I want to let you know those before we get into the session, because we got a really cool fight. We have a boy that is all wet and feeling a little anxious at the world, and there you go. There you go. That's the hook. So stick around. So hey, if you like this, you want to watch live, because I know you do, because it's fun to do. You can chat with us. You can interact with us while we play this game live every Saturday at around 4 p.m. Eastern time. You head on over to twitch.tv/dicefunctional, drop a follow over there, and you can do all of those very things. We also have streams throughout the week, with a couple more upcoming as people's schedules, actually settle into what they're supposed to be. So it's a great place to hang out during the week. Whole lot of cool stuff for you. If you happen to miss an episode, or you want to catch up on previous episodes, or because hey, there's a lot of previous episodes, you can head on over to YouTube, youtube.com/@Dicefunctional. We have all of campaign 2, of which we're 53 episodes into at this point. We have our entire campaign 1, which has over 150, something like that. You've got all sorts of one-shot content, other ttrpgs, there's gaming content, there's art content. There is a whole lot of stuff over there. So make sure to subscribe over there so you can stay up to date on everything. That's also a great place where, hey, if you got a friend that's interested in this sort of stuff, send them an episode. Let them watch it for themselves, and they can see how cool this thing could be. Get them in. Get them on in here. If, though, you're not able to watch anything at the moment, if you're currently, driving to make sure that, you're on the picket line for a strike because, greed is a thing that exists in this world, hey, we got you covered. Go to wherever it is that you get your podcast from. I would combine podcast and podcasting platform. I don't know why I did that today. Anyways, in that place where you get your podcasts, you search Dicefunctional, and you'll have all of Campaign 1 and Campaign 2. And Campaign 2 is regularly updated, so you can stay up to date on there if you're not able to, or you don't really care about watching things. Either way, we appreciate you checking out our content in whatever way it is that you check out our content. We love you for that. If you want to connect with us on socials, we are at Dicefunctional everywhere, except for on the Elon Musk dying app, whatever the fuck they're calling it anymore. We are at Dicefunctional with an underscore on that one. If you want to get more information on the players and or on the characters, search Dicefunctional wherever it is you do your online searching. We have an amazing website with all sorts of artwork and cool stuff on there, cool information about the characters. Check it out there if you want to check out more of that information. But we have a fight to get to, so let's do just that. Take it away!
So where we last left our group of intrepid adventurers, the neighborhood watch had just made their way into the Underdark, found the Way Fountain of Curses, and had managed to cure one Fitz Dubois of their curse. They had made their way through flooded cave systems, dangerous rainstorms, a abandoned dragon lair, and what appeared to be a city inhabited only by some kind of humanoid monstrosity. Until eventually they had made their way here, and Fitz was finally cured of his rotting curse. But it does not mean that everything is fine and dandy for you all right now, as at the same time you are being pursued, against your knowledge, by the Twisted Man, who you had excommunicated from his home. And he was getting ready to come and fucking kill you for that. So where we left off, Fitz, you had just reached up out of the water, while the Twisted Man had gained on everybody here. So everyone else, you will get an action that you can declare. Fitz, sorry, buddy. You don't get to have any action here. You'll have to wait just a moment. Alrighty. So, first and foremost, music.
Music, professor.
So, there we go. I'm gonna have everybody roll initiative, please. You've already been added into the initiative tracker. You just gotta push the button.
Push the button.
That's bad.
I remember us with Exhaustion roll twice and take the lower of 2.
Oh, that's right.
Do we need to roll for Fitz too? Connor.
Yeah, Fitz, you also roll.
I was checking. Like
You just don't get a turn at the very beginning like everybody else. You're gonna be a little later in.
Gotcha. We're gonna do your. Hey,
Well-
great news. That's
The melee users are down below.
your initiative should be great.
Hey,
If
I
it
net
rolls
1
again.
initiative.
Yeah.
That's a
Nice.
disadvantage.
I don't know. It's not wanting to.
Yeah, I have to manually update.
And then add a 1 to whatever that. Yep. Add a 1, so 3.
Gosh, I went from first act to last act, basically.
So Fitz, you're going. You're at a 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Ah, shit. I'm first. Damn it.
And Asher, what's your actual?
My actual is an 18.
That's still good.
Yeah. It wouldn't let me
You
roll a
just-
second one, so I rolled a physical and got a 14
Yeah.
instead of 15.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just below Granny.
Yeah.
That's not what I want. This is the one.
Here's the plan. We talk real nice to these little shells of people, and we go, "Hey, we're just like you." And that guy, the big twisty man, fuck him up,
This
and
is
they'll go, "You got it, boss."
ironically enough. This is going to work out perfectly. Darius, any actions you'd like to do before the Twisted Man gains upon you all?
I hadn't thought this far ahead.
Fair enough.
You're gonna use your
You gotta finish your thought.
call a friend.
Phone a friend.
Oh shit, yeah, I need to use my last rush and can't.
I only say this because you mentioned it last
I did,
session.
and I think I even told someone to remind me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Using
so-
my last rush and can't to send a sending spell to. My brain is blanking.
Zandy.
Sandy. I'm still sleepy.
We literally just woke up. I cannot state this enough.
To send a message to Zandy that says, "Found the fountain. Bad news. Big, ugly man. Size of building. Trying to kill us.
Help.
Help."
I will get there as fast as possible. I do not know how long that will take, though.
I can't say anything else. I don't have another sending
Yeah.
spell. But she will say outside of that to the group, whoever has the chest, shake it out of the bag now, please.
Who has the chest?
Who has the bag?
Which I
Oh,
think
Kana.
is Kana.
Donna. Okay. Next, Granny.
My action is actually going to be a bonus action.
Mhm.
She's going to whip around and like see Fitz. Smile. It's like, oh, I'm so glad. Shield of Faith.
Okay. Fitz, you have Shield of Faith on you. I'll mark that off.
Hell yeah.
So you got a +2 for the moment,
Yes.
which is a good thing because
Yeah.
Anything else, Becca?
That's it. She's just readying her gun.
Okay. Asher, you're up.
We said to get him in the water, no?
Worth the shot.
All right, I'm going to try something. So Asher is going to move themselves over to here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm able to peek around the corner, and when he gets it within 90 feet, is he going to close to within 90 feet of me?
He is absolutely. Well, he's going to be closing in on whoever has the bag.
Okay. So he's going to be within 90 feet of me. Got it?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Asher is holding Vortex Warp.
Okay. We'll get to that in a second then.
Yep.
Fizzy, you're up.
Muted.
Angie.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get a full action, bonus action, or do I only get one?
It is
Full turn?
consider it a surprise round effectively. So like you get one action.
Okay. So I don't get both. Ugh. Well, I'm gonna heal myself. I'll do the other thing on my other next turn. It's fine.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hold on. Okay. I heal for 12. Okay, that's fine. Take it. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Kaz, you're up.
I'd like to cast Protection Good and Evil on Fitz.
Okay. Protection from good and evil on Fitz. I will. What's a good symbol for that? Sure, that works. Okay. Can you just drop the spell card for protection from good and evil, please?
I don't have it as like a budget.
No, you don't. I
No.
will. I'll have to do that on one time at some
Okay.
point. But I'll look
I
it
can
up then.
drop this. I'll just drop the spell. I have the spell as well.
Okay, you just drop that token.
just
Don't
drop
take
it.
don't take a spell slot though.
Yeah. Well, I don't have it prepared, but I have it.
Okay. Anything else, Kaz?
Nope. I'm just gonna stand there.
Okay. Tana, you're up.
I don't know the ruling on whether you still get free item interaction on surprise rounds or not. Because for a lot that would also be part of like drawing a weapon to attack with or something.
I'm
that.
okay with like a free item interaction as long as it's not nothing egregious.
Basically be shaking the chest out of the bag of holding.
Mhm.
Probably not caring what orientation it lands in, because there's bigger things. And then, if possible, using an action to cast heroism on herself.
Okay.
That's-
Yeah, that's fine. I'll allow a doff action or whatever you call it and a heroism. That's fine.
I shall put that.
Okay.
No, I'm definitely the target, and I want to make Fizzy's job a little bit easier.
All right. And at this point, the Twisted Man will finally gain all the way up towards you guys. Namely Tana.
Oh, that's lovely.
so big.
I knew
want
he
you-
was big, but
I even told Jill, I was like, he's probably like this big. That is bigger than that.
Quit being that big.
For everyone's reference, his square is actually going to be about. Whoops.
that
Yeah,
bitch
it's-
got reach
It's
low.
a 20-foot square. It's about yay wide, yay tall on either side. So just get up to that square, you'll be fine. I will unhide him. He is very low on the order. And then we'll deal with the actual fighting in a second. Fitz, you've surfaced from the water. Two people will cast spells on you, and you now see the tremendous looming form of the Twisted Man looking down at you all.
Surprise.
Two massive vacant eyes stare down, and a vacant, empty mouth is wide open in what almost looks like a grimace of absolute hatred upon all of you.
That's not good. I'm conflicted because Fitz's first instinct in a fight would have originally been to use Form of Dread.
Yep.
So I guess Fitz will attempt to use what he once knew as Form of Dread.
Okay. So what are you going to select?
That's a great question.
I'll pull the chart back up for you.
How many?
3.
3?
It's one
One of-
plus half proficiency rounded up.
One of them
So,
is going to be
3.
it's under power.
Power.
Oh, come here. I know my new sheet better than you do.
Well, yeah. I would hope.
I guess force for one. Necrotic for one. I don't know. And I guess just for funsies, psychic. I don't know. I feel like thunder and radiant won't really be an issue down here.
That's also
Okay.
something I would have picked.
Yeah.
So, Fitz, you will rise up out of the water and will, out of instinct, try to use your Form of Dread as you once knew it. And instead, you will feel a crawling sensation go over your body as something begins to sprout out from your skin all along your hands and going up towards your forearms and your lower feet to your lower legs. And then you will feel that something sprout up from the very crown of your head as you see that there are, let me double check, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a set of 3 sets of floating horns coming from your head. One in topaz, one in emerald, and one in, I believe force is, which one's force?
Amethyst.
Amethyst. As you will use Warlock Pact power, and you choose your resistances. Darius, you're up.
Fuck, sorry, I was being so impressed by how cool this is. I remember how good first.
Sorry, I did forget something. Jace, they came into your range. Use your vortex thing.
I already dropped the spell card. They need to make a Constitution saving throw. The DC on it is 15.
Thank you. Sorry about the interruption there, Jess. I just had to
You're
do
fine.
that.
It gives me time to think.
Okay.
It also could change where they are.
Mm. 14.
Nice.
Cool. So, they are going to move 90 feet from me. I can move them clear into the pool.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yep, and that is where Asher is going to send them.
He's showing us his butt. But that he's showing us his butt. He's
You guys, he's
apologizing.
not aggressive. He's apologizing.
As he moves, you hear hee hee.
Rude walks into the pool.
So there's this moment where there's just this interesting, because Asher has the helmet on now. You will see this sort of weird red glow kind of come out from underneath where the helmet is, and in a just sickening fire sulfur scented, just fire laden, just circular gate. He steps into this almost blank space, and you just hear a pop as he comes out directly on the other side.
Gotcha. You shift his position so that he is now inside the actual pool of water itself. and you'll see he resurfaces and does not appear to be changed in any way, shape, or form, and looks to be getting ready to come back at you all. Granny.
It is
Oh, sorry, no, Darius, you're up.
worth a shot.
You know, we need a few moments to think. How far is this bitch from me?
Currently he is 65 feet.
Then I'm
The
gonna
outside of his
use
box.
a little bit of movement to stand on top of these rocks, which would get me within 60 feet, correct?
Yes.
She's going to reach into her pocket, pull out a crudely drawn and carved god symbol, and I'm going to cast Banishment.
Gotcha. Which ability is this?
This is a charisma saving throw.
No, which ability is it, you nerd?
Oh, that's my fucking opportunistic piety.
Gotcha. All right, charisma saving throw. What's your DC?
15. Please.
He is going to burn a legendary resistance.
That's fine. He only gets so many of those. I'm always okay with them burning him on me.
You will watch as the effect begins to take hold and it shudders over his form, and then he twists his way back out of it. So, anything else?
This is gonna go, well, that was my fancy trick, and she's gonna try to move back a little bit so that way we're not all grouped up. That's it.
Okay. Granny?
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. What can I fucking do?
You have a gun. What do you fucking think you can do?
Well, first of all, I'm going to bonus action second wind, to just.
Using it early.
Well, I'm starting the fight at like half health, so yes.
That's 15.
That is 15.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Much better. I also learned that I'm actually regaining hit points and not getting temp hit points. I know how to play a fighter, guys.
Okay.
It's important.
And then I'm going.
No.
I'm going to attack a. Not advantage. Why did I click that? The first.
The first
My bad.
was
First
the
one was an
higher.
18 anyways, it doesn't matter.
And I'd like to put a grip point into that, if
Okay.
you'll allow me.
Yep.
I'll do another attack. Who? Does that
2
also
hits.
hit?
Yep. What's the grit you're going with?
I'm going with the dazing shot. So he makes a Constitution saving throw or suffer disadvantage on attacks until the end of their next turn.
23
Yeah, he
passes.
passes. Do some damage. 10 and so 19 total.
19 total. All right. He will take it. Okay. Anything else?
She is going to. I don't like being so grouped up. I also don't really know where to put her. So I guess she'll stay there for now.
Okay. Asher.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yep. No, thinking.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed to hone in on Tana specifically, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, so fog cloud doesn't make any sense. What is my range now? No. Okay. We're just gonna go with a firebolt.
Okay.
So let me. Good. No. That's only gonna be a 12 to hit.
12 to hit will not hit.
Okay. And I don't know. Tana doesn't look like she's moving yet. I'm just gonna move over to here.
Okay.
No, I can see him through the trees, right?
Yeah, they're bushes actually.
The
Just-
bushes?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay,
can see
cool.
them.
I can see over the bushes. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay out of here. That way I'm out of most cones unless he moves that way. That is gonna end. Oh no. Bonus action. Tana. Whatever it is you're going to do, I believe in you. Help action to Tana.
All right. Fizzy, you're up.
Bonus action, starry form, my usual, the chalice.
Okay. That's 10-foot dim.
Extra, 10-foot dim, extra healing,
Gotcha.
and then for my action, shit, I don't have a ton that I can do, to be honest with you. I guess we're just gonna do Moonbeam at 4th level on him.
All right. It's a Constitution save, right?
For him, yeah. But it's only when he starts his turn
Okay, it's
there.
the beginning of turn. Okay.
So, let me drop the card. Give me a quick second. I forgot to actually click on it.
Okay, that'll work. Alrighty. In that case, as he sees you casting Moonbeam upon him, he will use a legendary action and he will twist reality. And he is going to reappear within 60 feet of his current location.
Oh, that's so rude.
And he suddenly appears looming over Tana.
Nice.
Cool. That's my turn.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, whatever. Nice.
Kaz, you're up.
Dear God, it's overwhelming to see this man. Honestly.
He big.
Well, there's two options I could think of right now. I pentagrapnel Fitz out of the water, so he has, he's not stuck there. And he doesn't have to use much of his movement to get out of the water. Or I can go attack on Titan by climbing on top of
Shadow of the Colossus.
Unbiased opinion. I think you should do that one.
I like
I'm gonna
that one.
climb on it!
Yeah,
That'd be so fucking cool.
I think it's fun.
yeah, like in Shadow Colossus where you hit the pressure points on them.
Yeah.
Stab him in the spine. That sounds violent, but do it.
Okay, I guess I'm climbing on top of it.
Okay. So I'm gonna have you just make an athletics check as you're going to climb the Twisted Man.
Oh my dear God. Athletics check?
There's
okay.
no other word for it. You are trying to climb someone.
It's a plus. Just normal.
It's a 15.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say you will begin climbing up. You're about 20 feet up on this man. As you begin scaling along the leg of this creature, you are in his space effectively. That is how we are going to have to handle this. You are in his space with him. If he moves, you move. But it also means that if he's going to attack, there's nothing stopping him from trying to attack you.
Yeah, Yeah, no, I mean, that's true, but I do have uncanny dodge to make up for that.
Yep. This is fair. Tana, you're up.
The best thing I can hope for is just trying to avoid damage as much as possible, which in this case means boosting AC and then making it harder to hit. So that's gonna be an attack or an unarmed strike. Just as he's looming over, just like kind of punch him in the nose or something. A 22 to hit.
Hit.
For 5 points of bludgeoning damage, but it means I get a +2 to my AC for this turn.
Okay.
And
You close the distance on him just a little bit, and then you manage to land a quick strike on him to boost your AC a little bit more.
as a bonus action, I'm expending a key point to Step of the Wind dodge. Because clearly this guy can, even if I try to run, he can reach me.
Going entirely defensive. Okay, that's fair. Burn the key point. It'll be disadvantaged to attack you.
Yes.
Okay, Twisted Man's up. Let's see. What you gonna do, buddy? First and foremost, he'll go for 2 grasping hand strikes. One's gonna be on you, Tana. So that's a disadvantage. 17
Misses
to hit.
because I have a +2. My
Okay.
AC is 18.
The next one is Granny.
If I had not done both of those things, it would have hit me.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, you are grappled by one of his long hands, and you will take 20 points of necrotic damage as he begins to squeeze on you.
Okay. What's the? I need to do a concentration.
DC 10.
DC 10.
Because it's
Okay.
half the damage taken or 10.
That's a
whichever
con.
is higher.
That's a con save, right?
Yes.
Yep. I'm just gonna put you in his hand. There we go. That
There we
works.
go. I was like, I just need to roll a 5 or better.
Granny is currently in the Twisted
I'm in the
Man's hand.
shits.
Yep. And Kaz. No, not Kaz. Sorry. I keep saying Kaz when I look at Tana. I apologize. Tana, he's going to go for a stomp on you.
Alright.
So it's 2 hand attacks and a stomp. Disadvantage. 18 to hit.
Barely hits.
Match. Okay.
Wait, what? Reaction.
Okay.
I can do my. Because I know for a fact it's woe, because I did it last
Yep.
time.
No matter what you roll.
No.
it would
No.
miss.
It does not hit.
Okay. He brings his foot down to stomp upon you as hard as possible. And you will manage to just barely slip out of the way. And you watch as the as the chest that you've shrugged off to the ground will get knocked away.
That's fine. We don't actually need to interact with it for the moment.
Gotcha.
We're
Fitz,
not
you're up.
throwing him back in. I like that.
I just want to go swimming.
Uh-huh.
You did.
I did go swimming.
But if you don't get out now, you're gonna get water in your ears and get an ear infection.
That is the least of my worries. I don't.
You should probably get out of the water first.
Wow. I never thought of that. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
I really
Chief.
appreciate that. Get out of the water, maybe. No, I think I'm just gonna dive back under.
I mean, it might
Don't
be
be
safer.
in the water, Fivehead.
It might be safer under the water.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of the water, but I think just to bypass the idea of getting on them rocks and getting a little slippery time, I'm just gonna fly over the rocks. and I'm gonna. I don't know where my gear would have been taken off at. We can just sort of like. I don't know, like.
It's somewhere.
I don't know, but that's where Fitz is gonna zoom to. Hi.
Okay. Sprouting a set of supernatural draconic wings, you will fly up out of the water slightly and then land on the ground.
Fitz is gonna stumble as he lands and be like, "Huh, that's new." Grab. I need to grab. I'm debating if I don't think I could. Can I take a whole turn to like get my armor back on?
Leather armor takes a minute to put on.
Jesus
Yeah.
fuck. So
yeah,
no.
armor sucks to try and put on midway through a fight.
Cool.
Yeah, that's why we put all
Cool.
this defensive stuff on you.
All right. So like, fuck the armor.
Your weapons are there though.
Yeah.
You can grab Muni and Cause.
Dual wielding. Yeah.
you heft up Muni and Cause and have them both at the ready. One you can very quickly just like stuff into their holster and just sling over your back real quickly.
Okay. So like, the look is wet pants, no shirt, weapon holster.
Yes,
Yes.
that's
Okay, good.
that's the look. Actually.
No shoes. No,
No shoes. The grippers
either.
are out.
Aw, come on now, Fitz.
Yeah!
Fitz has two blurs at the ends of his ankles. There's no feet.
Sensor bars.
Yeah.
Like a TikToker not wanting to give away free merchandise.
And does that count as an action, or do I still get an attack?
I'll count that as an action.
Okay.
Technically speaking, you can pick up one of them and have your action. If you pick up both, it would be an action to pick
Yeah.
up the second.
That's the tricky part about like the whole free action economy thing.
Okay. Well, I think that I think I'll still just pick up both, so I can just have them for the next time around.
Okay.
So.
You still have a bonus action if necessary.
Oh, I do. What bonus actions? I don't need the new one because I have.
Okay.
I am big and strong. I don't think I got anything.
Okay. End of your turn. In that case, top of the round, layer action. I'm gonna be mean. Sorry.
Don't be nice for one time.
No. Layer action, twist reality. Asher, you suddenly feel yourself change positions, and you are now standing in front of the Twisted Man. And Tana, you are standing away from him. Estella, you are now back on the ground, while Darius, you have suddenly appeared on his back.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
You were the one who wanted to.
And Fizzy and Fitz, you guys just changed 5 feet positions.
Like, oh, hey, what?
Granny, you're still in his grip.
It's actually probably good that you picked up both weapons because you have to move away from him to pick up the weapon.
Like, ah, me.
Top of the round, Darius, what do you want to do, buddy?
He also studied medicine.
Yeah.
I don't trust myself to roll a good athletics roll. But I do have this fancy thing called Misty Step that I can use once before I need a long rest.
You do?
So I'm gonna Misty Step up to the base of where his spine and neck connects.
Okay. You bonus action and will Misty Step up to the base of his neck.
And then I'm gonna take my sword out and shove it into his spinal cord.
Just gonna start stabbing the base of his neck.
Yeah.
See, I thought you were gonna say, I'm gonna Misty Step into safety. Because I'm just a little guy. And this is a scary place to be. But you said, actually, I'm gonna make it worse.
This is Darius we're talking about.
I love it.
Darius is thinking, that thing has one of my friends in its hand. If I hit its spinal cord, it might freak it out enough that it lets go.
Make an attack. Make an attack on the twisted man.
Do I get an advantage?
I will not put it at advantage.
You
But
mean
I
she
will-
doesn't have flanking with Asher?
You know
fair.
what? That's a very good point. You are technically vertically flanking with Asher.
Yeah. And
Vertically.
Asher is actively causing problems because at this concurrent moment, there's a bunch of like fire magic appearing in Asher's hands that this bagman is staring at.
Is this
So
the first instance of vertical?
It's the first time in these campaigns, yes.
Yeah.
so I get advantage.
Yeah, sure.
Sick.
I don't
17.
17 will hit.
Thank God.
Good.
Not for much damage.
Not for much damage. You plunge your short sword into the base of his neck and begin to hold on for dear life. I'm gonna need you to make an athletics check
Damn it.
because you're
I'm
not
not
Kaz.
What's stopping me from climbing up again?
You keep
Nothing.
climbing, it just keeps getting replaced with other
I'll
squishies.
fucking do it again.
At
I
the
don't
end,
trust
at
myself.
the end, in a few
And
rounds,
you
we're
tried to
all
pull
on
the
his
Master Sword
back.
out.
I rolled a solid 13.
Okay, solid 13. Let's see how this goes.
I don't want to know what its strength is. I'm scared.
You don't.
Jill, I'm scared. Yeesh. I'm scared.
And help.
You should be.
You feel him twist and then turn and then away goes Darius.
T-Rocket blasting off again.
At least you landed on water.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a 30-foot drop into water.
Don't they-
Yeah, but the
what's
water's chopped, so you should be fine.
Also,
Yeah.
side note, that should count as one of his reactions.
Shut the fuck up.
I agree.
I need to counter that. Athletics checks are always contested.
Yeah, but he had to react to me hitting him.
Shut up. Yes.
Can I just say, I'm really glad this thing doesn't have a butt.
Yeah, I decided against giving it an ass.
That's probably for. I'm looking at him and I'm like, I'm glad he has a featureless behind.
What, do you not want to be,
I don't want him to have an asshole.
so you don't want to be, what's his name?
Scut gag.
You don't want to be Ritz?
This thing's butthole goblin size.
What an awful statement. Granny, you're up.
Ah! I'm in the hell.
That's your turn. Anyway, next. Ah!
Moving on.
I'm actually going. This is not going to work because his strength is redonkulous, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna try the disarming shot myself out of his hand using a grip point.
All right, that's fair actually. Because you're basically just pointing it down.
And I'm like, let me go. Fuck. I don't think I hit.
No, you don't. You try to fire off a shot, and he moves you just enough to make you suddenly miss. Like
Whoa.
the shot goes wide. Second shot.
I don't know where I clicked that again.
Why'd you do that again?
That hits.
Like a child.
Paltry.
Like a child being held. Like a doll being held by a child. You are just kind of sitting there in his grasp and just shooting at him, desperately hoping that he lets you go. He does not appear to be slacking his grip. As a matter of fact, he will use a legendary action, and he will use Twist, Cripple.
Ooh, baby.
Ooh, baby,
Oh,
a cripple.
So
Granny. Granny, you
Yeah.
take a single point of strength damage.
Okay.
please mark down your original strength score as he is dealing strength damage to you as he begins to twist and contract his muscles right on your body to try and break bones and damage flesh. Asher, you're up.
Cool. Hey, the best part about this man being just over the top of me, I can't miss and he can't dodge. Asher is going to cast Burning Hands at 2nd level. So Mans needs to make
Dex?
a Dex save. DC 15. I would argue disadvantage because he's so fucking big.
DC 15?
Yep.
15 match.
Oh, that's fine. All right, so let me roll some.
There's an effect.
It did. $21 damage, have to 10 fire damage.
Still a good chunk.
Yeah. There you go.
Cool. He will use a second legendary action, Grasping Hand, and he's gonna just try and pick you up, motherfucker.
All right.
Hit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's gonna be hit.
So you will take, there we go, 19 points of necrotic damage as he picks you up, and you will be held in the least pleasant way possible.
Sounds good.
Also, both of his hands are now occupied. He cannot attack with those hands. All right, Fizzy, you're up.
Fizzy's really annoyed that he moved.
You're very quiet.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway.
There we go.
I would like to move Moonbeam on his butt. Right on his ass. But I can't really move the spell. It's not letting me move the spell thing.
There you go. Whoops.
Okay.
Whoops.
Because it's a 60-foot, so that's like on his
Yeah,
ass.
that's very easy to do.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna Healing Word Granny. So, and then you get my extra bonus healing too. So 3 plus 5 is 8, and then 6. So 14 points total of healing.
Gotcha. 14 points to you, Granny. Anything else, Fizzy?
He can't attack with his hands.
No,
right?
both hands are occupied.
Probably still stomp if I move out of the way.
He can stomp, yes.
So no, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. Jess, you're raising your hand.
Michelle, can you make sure I hit the button? You saw me do it, so.
I did.
Michelle, can you make sure your input is your actual mic and not something else? You're really quiet.
Or check the wire on your mic as well in case you bumped it.
No, I think it might be. No, I think it might be what Jess is saying.
Yeah, because you
I
got
gotta
closer
listen
to your mic and you
It's
got no
Nothing
louder.
changed.
It's suddenly swapped to webcam.
Well, it does
I
it on
think that's what
mine.
did.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened.
Okay.
This was a
Um,
bastard. It switches your mic output
Yeah,
for some
sometimes
reason.
it is.
And if
Is that better?
No.
Same. That's same.
Oh, my mic is.
It's not the end of the world.
No.
Yeah.
Is that different?
No.
We can fix it at break.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
fix it
we'll-
at break.
we'll
Don't
fix
worry.
it at- yeah, we'll take another look.
Kaz, you're up.
I want to climb on top of him again.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that means I have to walk a little. Wait, how much is that? That's not what I wanted to click on. I don't know why that did that.
It's about 35 feet.
Is it 35? Okay.
Yeah, 30 if you jump in the. Well, yeah, no, 35 feet would be the easiest.
Okay. Then I go do that. Then.
Okay.
Just
Athletics.
climbing. Okay. Where's the athletics check? No. No.
Your immediate reaction is No.
No.
What do you want me to say?
Yeah, that's fair. So you will begin to move in to try to climb aboard this creature's leg.
On board.
And it will seemingly has begun to catch wise to your tricks, and it just starts moving its leg a little further back into the water, so you no longer have a foothold to grab onto.
I'm drowning now.
Okay. You still have an action. You can attack if you'd like.
I guess I stab it.
Hold it.
If it hits, that is. Let me see. No. Do you think
Two
the dice
nat
hate me?
ones. Maybe you
Yeah.
shouldn't be using the algorithm.
I hate digital dice, by the way.
They're awful.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. That's a 1 in 400 chance.
It happens.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
time that
Does
you
it do that with
use-
20s? Never. Only once.
Never.
Never.
Well,
Never.
No, it's never.
statistically. Okay.
No,
All right.
It's done this more than once with ones. It has never done
It
this
has.
with 20s.
So yeah, Jolly, you have physical dice. Feel free to use them. I don't care.
Fuck.
But then you have to do
I'm
the
sorry,
math.
buddy.
Man.
Kaz, you do fall into the water.
I'm gonna drown now.
It's not super deep, so you're not at risk of drowning here.
She
But, like-
doesn't like the water, though.
It's not great.
No.
She's gonna drown on principle.
It's the principle of the matter, she screams as she plunges her face into the water.
It's a puddle.
Tana, you're up.
Real quick,
Yep.
I forgot to use my bonus action, and I
Yep.
meant to use that. I got distracted by the punt, by the grab. Can I give my bonus action help to Fitz?
Sure.
Thank you.
Tana.
I mean, I don't necessarily want to run up to it because if people swap places again, that means there's no chance for any of the spellcasters to be out of range. But I also kind of want to get its attention back on me. So I'm going to, which this is a dumb idea having disadvantage on ability checks, try to really get it angry at me by holding up the bag of holding and holding the chakri up to it and say, "Hey, ugly, what do you think if I slash up your ohm?"
Okay.
Threatening to destroy the bag of holding.
I'd say intimidation, because like it's a threat. You're threatening to get his reaction.
So that was actually double 19s on the dice, so 20, not natural.
A natural 20. You threaten to slash up his bag of holding, and his head will snap back over to you then. Okay?
And I will take the dodge action.
Again, taking dodge action. All right, it's the Twisted Man's turn. It's a Constitution saving throw for the beam. All right. 11.
Hey,
Low roll on that.
okay.
What's the damage?
It's actually higher because I
Yeah, you rolled it at fourth
I
level.
did roll at 4th level, so hold on.
4d10.
Yeah, 40-10. Cool. Where are my d10s? Fuck.
I don't know where you keep them.
Okay, I found them. I found one, which is all I need. 9, 8, 7. I swear to God. Ah! Oh God, the last one fell. Hold on.
23 already.
17, 24,
23.
6.
So that is 30
23.
total because summation is 30.
9, 8, 7, 6. Is what I rolled. I swear to God.
30 points of radiant damage. The Moonbeam begins to scorch upon his back, turning the already leathery, almost corpse-like skin blackened and ugly as it begins to burn away at him further and further. What do you want to do, buddy? He could... No, so far you guys haven't hurt him that much, so he's not super worried. I'm gonna make sure that I get you 3 all together. All together now. Nope. It's turning you guys. Why is it turning you guys? Oh, fine. I'll do it the hard way. It's going to make its way towards Tana, taking Asher and Granny with him.
I believe Kaz and Fitz get attacks.
Yeah, absolutely provoking attacks of opportunity from Kaz and Fitz.
Wait, what? What?
And I'm gonna take him.
Make a weapon attack against him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Can
an
I
attack of
roll
opportunity.
physical dice since it fucking
Yes, I said
does
you
not
could.
like me?
Do it.
What do I need to roll for that?
This is D20.
D20.
Yeah,
Plus
D20
your-
plus your plus the weapon modifier, which is plus 8.
Is it? Do I just do damage or attack?
Attack first.
Attack. Give him a little tickle.
Nice.
And,
That's a hit from Fitz.
and then a hub. Clip.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much. Roll that one.
You know, at least you get 2 attacks on your turn.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Swapping to your offhand, you will slash at him using Muni. Kaz, what'd you get?
I actually got a 20, so I think my physical dice
that
are much more
A
nice.
natural 20 on the die?
Yes, that was a
Yeah, that's a
natural
crit.
20.
Crit.
I don't know what I
baby.
Yes, let's go.
Aim it for the 2 nat ones.
Yeah.
So you would then roll your weapon attack damage, which is a D8 twice. So you roll that 2 times, and then you add 5.
Plus 5?
Yep.
Or just a random roll of 5?
Yep. So you roll 2 D8, and then you add 5.
Okay, let me just take out my 8 die. That's a 1. That's a 5.
6, 11.
And I think you leave a piece of the sword in him because
She
it doesn't
does.
say on your turn.
No, it doesn't specify like that.
I think she also gets sneak attacks and she hasn't used it her turn.
She hasn't used it her turn. The tricky part with that is because she's not Swashbuckler. So she doesn't have like the... So Swashbucklers would get it no matter what if there's nobody nearby. With
Yeah.
a rogue like this, she needs to have someone flanking or advantage.
Somebody
But if I die-
just
If
No.
actually,
I think it
it
procs
also
if
works
there's
if you have an
another
ally within
enemy
5
of-
feet.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Sorry, Jill.
if she has an ally.
yeah,
Within-
what Swashbuckler gets is if there's no creature within 5 feet of the target.
Exactly.
But all rogues, if there's an enemy of your target within 5 feet of it, or you have advantage.
Let's say within it. So yeah, in theory, you could drop a sneak attack.
Okay, well, what do I roll for that?
You would roll your sneak attack twice.
I meant the dice. What?
8d6.
8d6. Oh my god, I'm not gonna roll that many. I'm just gonna have the thing do it.
Yeah, just push the button.
8d6. Right? Yes?
Mhm.
Okay. I don't know if that's correct.
It
It's
is
8
4d6
because
doubled.
yeah, it was the number of dice you're rolling was doubled because of the crit.
There's no way I'm gonna just do that physically.
Yeah.
32, that's good.
Okay. And then it's going to try and stop Tana
At disadvantage.
at disadvantage.
Ooh,
That
thank
hits.
God for
Oh.
disadvantage though. Thank
Could
God
have
for
been
disadvantage,
worse,
though.
though.
Could have been a lot worse. Roll strength saving throw.
So first let me account for hit points. I have 4 temp, I reduce it by 2 as well, so that's 21 to my health. Right. No,
What are you talking
11
about?
to my health.
What are you talking about, dude? That was the attack roll, not damage.
Yeah. I'm doing it minus the 17 minus 6, essentially.
Okay.
And I'm doing a concentration check on heroism, which is 23, so I maintain concentration. And now a strength save, which is...
DC 18.
That is...
I don't know why there's a button saying 17. Shouldn't be that, but whatever.
That is a 13. I have to check if my friends also apply to saves or if it's just ability checks. Sorry.
I believe it's ability checks. I
Yeah,
think.
it's just ability checks, not saves. So
Yep.
I will be pro.
Yep. So,
Wait,
it
no.
will bring down.
Asher's gonna use
What?
his Cody, what's your total?
13.
It is 13. Damn. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
I could also do something, but my wheel and woe is on roll right now, not on wheel.
Don't
So.
worry too much. I'm
All right.
still
Prone.
decent up.
Ron.
You will watch as the Twisted Man moves over to Tana and then brings one large foot down and flattens the rabbit, bringing them down onto the ground. Fitz, you are up.
A lot is happening.
Yep.
Okie dokie. So the first thing I'm gonna do is bonus action. I'm gonna cast Spirit Shroud.
Okay.
And I get to choose which the damage is. And I'm gonna choose Radiant just because the other two are Necrotic or Cold, which don't really seem like they would affect this gigantic man. So, and then after that, I'm gonna do my 2 attackies. Actually, I need to move up into his box, not into
Yeah, so
his
it's going to
box,
be-
but-
It'll be 2d8 for the Spirit Shroud.
Will it be 2d8?
Yep.
Because the way I was looking at it, the way it's explained in the thing, it says, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for every 2 slots above 3rd.
So, since Spirit Shroud is a, what is this? This is a 3rd level spell. Oh shit, it is a 3rd level spell.
It's
Oh.
yeah.
So in that case, it would be 5th. My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's fine. I wasn't expecting the second d8 because when I read it, I was like, oh, it has to be 5th level to get that second.
Okay. So yeah, it'll be 1d8, but still, roll a hit.
Yeah. To hit this. Cast spell.
Just make sure it does that so it consumes the spell slot.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then go to your weapon attacks.
And then my weapon attack. And then
Inventory.
this.
Spirit Shroud is
sheet
nice because it also applies to weapons with reach.
has
Mm-hmm.
1.
one. Am I at disadvantage? No.
No,
Okay.
you're not at a disadvantage for that. Like, for anything like
You
that.
also have the help action, so
Oh.
Yeah.
you might be at advantage.
Yep. Asher hit you with the help. So you, for this attack, you get advantage.
Just for one of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for the
So
first
the
one.
second one
Unfortunately.
advantage. That's so fine. I'll take any advantage I can get.
No.
Hell
really?
yeah.
There we go.
A little
Yeah.
better, a little better.
Either one of those would have hit.
Oh, well. Okay, yeah, so only the second attack. Okay, never mind.
Well, oh yeah. Well, I
Then
mean,
get two
it,
attacks.
I will say, worst case scenario, would you like me to consider it like you rolled a 12 and then the 14 was the advantage for the first roll? Because either way, those attacks are hitting.
He
You'd
said,
be hitting
"Do you
with
want
both.
2 attacks?"
Yeah, okay.
I want 2
you're-
attacks, please.
Yeah,
I
you'll
would like
you'll
to
hit with
it
both,
2
dude.
times.
Please,
Okay,
sir, may I have 2 attacks?
May I
Well, also
please
you-
attack 2
You were going to attack
times?
twice
Damage.
anyways.
Oh, I read it wrong.
Yep.
Damage, normal, damage, normal, and then
88, because you attacked twice.
Yeah,
is it
It's for every. I checked. It's for every attack you deal.
okay?
It's for
So it
every
is
attack you
2
deal. So it's
and
2d8.
2d8.
you can't regain
Got
hit
it.
points until the start of your next turn, if
Yep.
that applies.
Those are some spicy damage you did this turn.
And then
33 total.
yeah, and isn't there another thing where like its speed is affected?
Yes.
Yeah, reduced by 10.
Yeah.
Yep, speed reduced by 10.
If it starts its turn within 10 feet of you, its speed is reduced by
Which-
10 feet until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Yep.
It clearly does.
So, only used a grapple,
Nice
a wound. No, it's going to go for a wound. Okay. It will take one legendary action. And it's going to use twist, twist, wound. Asher.
Okay,
Sorry, buddy. You keep helping people.
I know.
He doesn't want you to help people
Asher's
anymore.
a problem.
Yeah. What?
You can't use twist cripple on Asher because he's already crippled.
True. That
Jeez, that's
is-
mean.
Yeah, I don't think that meets ADA standards.
That's not PC.
I'm so sorry.
27 points of necrotic damage as he just starts crushing you.
Oh,
That's all he's
cool.
doing.
Asher's unconscious.
Oy. All right. Top of the round. Time for some teleporting.
Rude.
We're all like
Uh,
really close to him anyway, so we can't really like. Fuck
Yeah, there's
up
nothing really
too bad.
special happening here.
Yeah.
Who should he put in the water?
How much
Does one of
intelligence
you-
does he have?
He's fairly bright.
Huh. Think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Don't you put me
Jairus?
in that hand. Don't you do it.
Yeah.
You appear in the hand.
Yep.
The
Asher's
unconscious
in the
guy
water.
goes in the
Yep.
water.
I
Well,
hate
it's
to be
all-
the one to bring that up, but
No, like you're completely right. Like it's completely logical.
mm-hmm.
It feels mean, but like it's completely logical.
Yeah.
No, there are no good shuffles I can make now because like what am I
If
gonna do? Am I gonna put Kaz out for Fizzy? That's not
If
really
it's
what I want
swapped.
here.
If someone swapped with me, would they be prone or would I be prone where I ended up?
You be prone where you ended up. They be standing.
I'm just imagining, like, there's the recent internet meme of drawing your favorite characters in like a glue trap, where their arms are like all bent in like the Family Guy pose. That's how I'm imagining Tana is prone on the ground right now.
So yeah, he's really only going to use the warp reality to change positions for Asher and Darius. Darius, you're not actually restrained and grabbed by him. It's more like you've just appeared in his hand. But Asher is now sinking under the water. Darius, you're up.
Mm-hmm. I know, you ruined a lot of my plans.
Lo siento, my dude.
Lo siento.
Close, yeah.
So, she's gonna reach into her bag and pull out a glass vial. Before she lets herself. How far to the ground is this man's hand?
You're only 10 feet up.
Cool. She's gonna squish herself so she drops to the ground.
Okay.
Does that count as movement?
Dropping? Not really, no.
Cool.
You can technically move 500 feet and around. You just need to drop from terminal velocity.
Yeah, no. She's gonna run up here to Fitz, press the glass vial into his hand and go, "This is the last of the fire salts. Shove it into the wound on his neck. Attack it. It'll explode because it will reach the water that is his blood." Use my last 5 feet, and then I'm gonna use my action to dash.
Mhm.
And I'm going in the water after Asher.
Okay. Darius is going to try and retrieve Asher's currently sinking body. Granny?
Well. I'm nervous eating. I'm sorry.
I'm judging you.
Wrong. Because I'm trying to decide, because I can healing word Asher back up so he's not literally drowning, but that would also be my last spell slot.
So, you just saw Darius dive into the water after him. Don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna rely on Fizzy and Darius to get him up, and I'm just gonna keep doing what I do best, supposedly, and shoot a motherfucker.
Okay.
And let's see I always forget about Bullet Storm.
You've only had it for a little while, in fairness.
Yeah, I forget about a lot of things. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay. You fire off Bullet Storm. Make 6 attacks. All at disadvantage.
Yep.
Miss. Hit.
Also, it's really useful for figuring out their AC.
Match.
Found it. 4.
Hit.
5.
Miss.
And 1.
Miss. 3 hit.
3 hit.
It's not bad.
So roll the damage on Bullet Storm.
And you do this 3
Yeah.
times, so.
Yep.
8.
11. 25.
And.
And 34.
34.
Okay.
You very quickly spin the cylinder on the gun and just fire several shots into this creature. A few will glance off of his thick hippopotamus-like skin, but the rest will very quickly plunge straight into him, doing some pretty gnarly damage to him. Why is he bleeding purple?
Oh my god, it's Grimace!
Why
So-
is it Grimace?
So
Oh
I'm
no!
You
I'm
laid
a
the
fighter.
grimace out for
Years.
us. You said his face was in a grimace.
I did. I didn't think it was gonna be that.
The
Why is his
clues were
blood
all
purple?
here. Drink it. See what happens.
No, don't drink someone. You-
That's where he's been the past 30 years.
The grimace shit. Oh, there's even
Sorry.
more grimace shit.
Oh my
There.
god. Whoa! Whoa!
He's
I need to find out why his
contaminated
blood's purple.
pond.
Sir, why is your blood purple?
Does creature type affect the blood color?
It might. Why is your blood
It
purple,
might.
buddy?
So that was an action, right?
Yes.
Action surge.
Action surge. Okay.
Attack. That'll miss, right? He's at 16.
Yeah. AC 16.
Can I throw a card at her?
Sure.
Okay.
3, add 3 to that.
Okay, that hits. 1. I hit it again. Sorry. Instinct.
I can't help.
Hits.
Oh, well.
And then I'm going to use my War Priest bonus action to hit a 3rd time.
Natural 20.
I rolled like 9 attacks.
I was like, what are you? How many do you have? Is that allowed?
As many as I want.
Just empty the fucking chamber on this man.
Basically,
Come on.
I want him to go down. I'm really bad at it. And the crits, which
Ooh, so 40 total.
Pretty good.
That was really good damage.
Boy, that was a brutal round for this man.
yeah, I fully expect to go down whenever he does his next things. So
I mean, he has legendary actions.
Do you have
Yeah.
a feeling this is gonna happen?
yeah. I
I'm
don't
gonna-
think
I
I,
think I'm
made
gonna-
him a friend.
They
I'm
thought I
gonna-
could heal twice on a turn.
I'm gonna have to mess with the blood thing later. But for today, he's bleeding purple, guys.
Those poor
Actually, no.
thing standing there covered in purple blood.
Yeah,
Hey,
sure.
It's the cure. It's the cure. They're actually just normal people again.
Yeah, no, they're not. Hold on, let me just. There we go. That's better.
Well,
Wow.
Now he's
That's
painting.
actually worse.
I had
it's
to
like a Homestuck scene.
It just keeps getting more and more blood.
There we go. That's better.
I didn't know he
press
had
press the
blood.
clear blood button, guys.
Is it clear blood?
No, I like the purple.
I wish he was more.
No, I enjoy it. I'm
It's
keeping
so
it on.
colorful.
I took it all
Yeah,
off.
see, it's as simple as
I
that,
want to
guys.
see the map.
There's a button so
unfortunately.
that you can press it to make sure the blood goes away.
I
It's
know.
the drop with
The line
it's the
through it.
droplet.
Yeah.
It looks like a Homestuck scene. That was a funny joke, Becca.
Thank
Anyways,
you. Anyway.
he's gonna use no legendary action and wound you.
You just need
God,
to your
two
head
people are
pop.
gonna-
So good luck.
yeah, maybe.
29 points of necrotic damage as he just starts squeezing you.
I'm still up, guys. Don't worry.
Don't worry, is that what we're going with?
How bad do you look right now?
How bad he be?
When is the okay?
Bloody is
Somehow-
half.
Bloody
Yeah,
is half.
definitely bloody.
Heavily bloodied is a quarter.
I'm about heavily bloodied.
Okay, come on.
Asher, you're up. Sorry, Asher. You are
You're
sinking
down.
into the water.
Yeah.
If you get that sinking feeling.
Hold on.
Slowly.
Before, I want to
Deeper.
confirm something.
Deeper and deeper. It's just like that time that you nearly blew your fucking arm off.
I did pull my arm off. Oh yeah.
I will need a death save, please.
Hey, Connor.
Yeah.
We have water breathing right now, don't we?
I believe
That's
it's
what I
up,
thought.
yeah.
You did have
suck
water
it,
breathing
Jace.
cast.
I was right.
Did you? No. Did you recast it?
We cast it at the
It
beginning
was
of the day.
it was recast at the beginning of the day because of the fountain. There was the risk of what if
Oh, okay.
Fitz drowned under the water. That's why it was
Gotcha.
recast.
Yeah, so don't doubt
I
me
cast-
again.
I didn't have to
I'm
breathe,
gonna
though.
doubt you. I forgot about water breathing. Otherwise, I was
Yeah,
like,
but we made the
this
joke
is
that
one
you
shot
didn't have
because
to
Asher's
breathe.
underwater and unconscious.
I also did that for dramatic effect.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we made the joke last week. That's the only reason I remember we have water breathing.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I shouldn't have had to breathe, but I can have the water.
It was
Because-
It's
that
the
was just
drama.
dramatic effect. That's all.
I got it.
Because
Keep-
Michelle tried to point it out and Connor went "It's for the drama.
If you
Yeah,
nap
that's
more,
exactly why I did
you
it.
can get off.
What'd you get on the roll?
As Asher remembers all of this, there is this newfound fire within him, and he just kind of whispers an infernal no. I just nat 20'd.
Nice. You're restored to 1 hit point.
Like you rolled a nat 20,
Yeah.
didn't you?
I was looking at no, so this dice
It was
on
one.
the
It
nat
was 1 or 20.
It's super dark. And it's against a dark background. I'm like, wait, what the fuck did I roll? Oh, okay, yeah, no. Asher's up with 1 hit point.
You're
At
also
the
currently
start of your
underwater.
turn.
Yep,
And that does also mean you very clearly say Deus diving towards you.
yep.
Is it that save at the start or end of the turn?
Start.
It's
Start.
oh, it is at the start of turn.
Oh,
Perfect.
Sorry, I forgot
It's
to do
hard.
the Constitution saving throw for.
You'll fake.
Is
Yeah,
that?
you're fine.
I think that's it. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was 14.
Yeah, it does say
All
so at the start of your
so-
turn. So
Half my movement. I'm gonna. Can I stand?
Mhm.
Okay. Asher is gonna stand, and he's just gonna stand straight up. It's not gonna be at an angle. It's just straight up. So you just see the helmet just come out of the water. How far could I throw one of these bomb bots? Do we think?
Underwater, not far.
No, out of the water.
Okay, so out of the water.
Yeah.
You could throw it. Oh gosh.
Can I
it's
clear
really-
clear 10 feet?
Like maybe because like the thing is, I'm thinking like these things aren't made for throwing, are they?
They're
So
I
they
mean, they're
got some
about that
heft to 'em.
big.
Yeah, they're about that big, so like you could throw it, but it won't throw well. So I'll say 10 feet. Yeah.
He's not trying to get it to throw well. He's trying to get it like I'm trying to get it to like his leg. He's big.
Yeah.
Okay. So Asher's gonna throw it, and then he's gonna command it to move 15 feet to this corner. So that way it's out of the blast radius of any of his friends, and he's gonna set off a bomb bot on this thing's back.
Okay. Just roll me an athletics check to see how well you throw it.
Gotcha.
Because my only thought is just like it's like throwing a brick. Like it's not gonna be throwing well.
Yeah.
It's not aerodynamic.
No, it's not aerodynamic at all, and that's why it's a shitty throw. But the thing knows how to move. So
yeah.
That is just a strength. 16.
16? Yeah. Okay. I'll say that it begins to scuttle its way towards the underside of this creature.
No, I want it on the back.
You want it on its back? Yeah, it
Yep.
starts scuttling onto the back of this creature. Did we ever settle on like how long it takes for the bomb to go off? Is it like, should we make it like end of turn?
Yeah, it
Or, like,
would be
or, like,
yeah,
end
it
of
would be
round technically.
Yeah, it would be like at the end of the round. Yeah.
Yeah, because like it's basically like you've tossed in a little creature that's slowly scuttling. So
Yep.
and end of the round, we'll say.
Yeah.
All right. Fizzy,
And
you're
you're gonna
up.
and you're I'm not quite done yet. You're gonna
okay.
hear Asher whisper, "Stay off its back for a moment." Who am I giving this to? Guys, stop swimming,
Yeah.
please.
Okay.
Help action.
All right.
Now my turn is done.
Fizzy, now you're up. Can't hear you.
So I was muted. I'm moving the thing back on him.
Gotcha.
The moonbeam. And then with my bonus action, I'm gonna throw healing word at they're both pretty bad. At Granny, I'll throw healing word at Granny, so you'll get 7. No, I don't know how to do math. 9 points of healing. They rolled a 4. Not much, but it's what I can do. And then at Asher, you'll get the D8, and you get 10 points of healing.
Thank you.
Gotcha. Constitution save. Oh wait, no, it's not a start of turn. Never mind.
It's on his
Yep.
yeah.
Kaz, you're up.
Okay. It's +8 for the 1,000 cuts again.
Yes.
On attack. 13 plus 8. That's. Is that 21?
Yep. Hit.
Hit. What? So 1d5. So that's a 6 plus 5. I think. So 1d8,
11.
but it landed on 6.
So that'll be 11.
Plus
Yes, 11.
Actually, you should roll a second time because you're flanking with Tana.
It's true.
A second time.
Yep, because you're in a flanking position.
So I roll another 1d.
Oh,
8
1d20.
Another 1d20.
Another
1d20. Just see if you got a natural 20, basically.
I did. I got a 20.
So that
Roll another
was
d8.
another D8, another 8d6.
Another 1d. Is it a 1d8 plus?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that's a 3 plus. I forgot
Okay.
the last number.
No, I already got the
total.
rest of that. So 14
Okay.
total.
Plus
Now the 8d6. Just roll that one digitally.
I'm just that's not
Yeah.
something I'm. It's an 8d6, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna. I forget the numbers easily.
That's a lot of 5s.
29 points of
29 is
damage.
good.
Oh.
Nice.
This thing's looking pretty heavily wounded now.
I left also Chardon. One of
Yeah, that's your third shard, by the way.
Is it? I thought I didn't put the first shard in.
I think it's the second
Oh,
one.
no,
because
it's-
you
no, it's
missed
second.
the
You
first
missed
attack.
the
Yeah.
first attack.
Thank you very much for
Unfortunately.
correcting me, guys. It's gonna burn 2 legendary actions and stomp Kaz.
It's already
Okay.
used 2
It already has.
2
Wait.
wounds.
Wait, it used 2?
Yes,
think
it
it only
wounded
used-
Asher and then wounded Granny.
No, that
Oh,
was.
No, that was last turn.
That was last
Because then
turn,
Because then it teleported Asher out into the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That
only
was-
used one
that was
action
last
this
turn.
round.
Then
Because last.
Because then Granny went and it wounded Granny.
No, the teleport is its lair action.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So at the end
It-
of that, I wounded Asher after the layer action.
And then it had its turn. And then layer action. And then it wounded me after my turn. So it still has, if it has 3 total.
So 3
no,
total.
it stomped me before it used its wound against Asher. It stomped me on its turn,
That was an attack.
and then yes,
Yeah, no, it's
yes, that
that's
was
true.
its attack on its turn, and then Fitz went, and then it wounded Asher. Then it was Granny's turn. It wounded Granny. So
Castella.
Just to roll a d20 for this one.
Well, he's going to attack you first.
Okay.
No.
No,
Miss.
it didn't hit.
Well, 13 I do not think hits you.
No.
Okay. Yep. He will miss as he tries to stomp down at you. So that's the end of your turn, I assume.
Mhm.
Sorry, Tana, you're up.
I gained 4 temporary hit points from heroism. Gonna mark that down first. Standing up so I'm not prone.
Half movement.
I really want to put hurt into this, so going to use the Taki
Mhm.
for an attack roll with flanking. 15 plus 7, 22 to hit.
Hit. That's one of those numbers that you typically don't need me to confirm on.
Unfortunately, 1 on the damage roll, so 5 points of slashing
Okay.
damage.
That's all right.
I'm expending a key point to flurry of blows.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad I have flanking. It turned a nat 1 to a nat 20.
Hey, there we go.
So that is going to be 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and I will rend because that will also be doubled
Gotcha.
for another 8 points, so 15 total.
Gotcha.
I take 2. I don't know if I have to concentration decks on my rends. We never really determined if I did.
You technically do, but like it's a DC 10 9 times out of 10. So like,
Well,
Whatever.
I passed.
yeah, exactly. That's why I don't typically bother.
I rolled a 20.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. It's like I don't give enough of a shit because I know
Yeah.
almost everyone's gonna pass that.
Then that's another 19 to hit for 6 more points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that was my action. Bonus action.
Gotcha.
And I'm not moving out of the way. Actually, I will move around the corner there so that way Fitz is flanking.
Gotcha. So, Twisted Man's turn.
Moving.
It is.
Yeah. Con save.
Oh yeah, Constitution saving throw. I nearly forgot about that. Natural 1.
No.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Where are my dice? Where's my
40
dice? Yeah, it's 40-10.
9, 14, 19, math. 26. Not as good as last time.
Still a good hit. Badly wounded and quite furious given the circumstances. That's going to use one of its hand attacks to perform another twist on Granny. Why did I do attack roll? Sorry.
I
Damage
was
roll.
like, I don't
Oh,
think
but-
you need to try to hit me.
No, I don't think so either. 26 points of damage.
Oh, it's really good that you healed me up because last round that would have put me down, but I'm still barely up.
Then it is going to make a grasping hand attack on Fizzy and pick you up.
Expecting that at some point. That's fine.
Can we take that
Firmly
forward?
grasp it. 25 to hit. That will hit you. You are grappled. Damage roll is going to be meaty. 21 points of damage.
Still up. Okay.
DC
That's
10
fine.
concentration on the beam.
Yep.
Okay. That's like the first con thing I've ever had to make on this.
There aren't
Also,
many-
Granny,
I think.
DC 13 concentration on
Oh
shield
shit!
save.
Thank you.
Where's my D20? I lost my D20.
How did you lose a D20?
It
I
ran
get to
away.
check.
I did.
Bravely
Uh,
ran away.
pass.
I'm
sir.
fine. I
Or
rolled
that.
a 17. I rolled a 17. I'm fine.
Pass. And then a stomp attack on.
I'm not looking
On-
fine.
Who is annoying? Who is most annoying?
All three of us.
All three of you
Really?
fucking pissing me off. More accurate than pissing him off. I'm gonna curb stomp Kaz.
Again?
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully I hit this time.
Yeah, you
26 to hit.
did. I mean, yeah. I can
Make a
Mhm.
DC 18 strength saving throw.
So it's a plus. No. It's a. Let me check my strength. It's save, so +2.
Yep.
No.
No,
That's a
okay. 18 points of force damage, and you are prone.
3. Okay.
If you can't dodge, it will be nothing.
Okay. That is the end of his turn. Fitz, you're up.
So I have a question.
Yep.
Spirit Shroud is concentration.
Yeah.
Yep.
So could I? We looked it up, but I wanted to get your ruling on it, just because the rules say one thing, but you might say another.
Mhm.
Can I cast another spell that is not concentration?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the trouble begins when you have two spells that are both concentration. At that point, I go, okay, choose one or the other.
Right. I just want to make sure.
Cast Healing Word. It's why I can cast Healing Word while I'm doing moving.
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense. I just wanted to ask before I did it.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast HeebyDB on.
EBDB.
I'm gonna cast HeebyDB.
I love.
Which is Relic and Psychic Lance. On this main. DC Intelligence. Do I do damage first, or do you do the DC first?
I make my save first.
Okay.
See what I got. It doesn't have an intelligence save modifier, so it's got to be a good one. Wasn't a good one.
Full damage.
Okay, full damage. So I do
Yep.
that, and then I also do a D8 for Spirit Shroud.
Does Spirit Shroud attack apply
It
to
says
spell
any
attacks?
attack.
It says any attack.
Yep.
Yep. So that's that, and then it also, it's incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Okay. So
It
that
can't recover
is
hit points, and its movement speed is
three
reduced by
plus
10.
damage. Okay. All right. How would you like to do this?
I never did one of these with like this. Okay, so the psychic lance comes out of your forehead.
Yeah.
I think that before he does it, I'm gonna say that Fitz is in the air with the wingies because
Mhm.
that's fucking sick as hell. And is gonna aim for the center of where the moonbeam is, so that this man just basically folds in half like a piece of paper.
Got it. Flying upwards into the air and letting loose a lance of psychic energy from your forehead. You allow it to land square along his back, where the moonbeam has regularly been just scorching into him further and further. And coupling that with the force of the moonbeam bringing down on him, as well as the bomb bot that is going off.
Yeah.
You let loose a lance of energy that comes down and just drops along his back. And with the explosion, you watch as by his weight alone, he buckles along the spine and folds backwards, dropping onto the ground deceased. Combat over.
For now.
Yeah, we know this thing.
Oh, no. Darius is going to its skull, and she's gonna start working at slicing its head off.
Okay. So
I don't want this thing getting back up.
What if a
Actually,
body
hold on.
goes from its head and a head goes from its body? Then we got 2 of them.
that's fair.
That's what acid's for.
Its body will begin to shrink in size. Hold on.
You're a big guy. Poor.
For you. It begins to shrink in size. Top of the round, you guys will watch as this thing's body and muscles do start spasming and twitching.
It can't recover hit points because of Spirit Shroud.
I am being dramatic, fuckstick.
Shut the hell up, it's drama.
Darius.
Yeah.
It's your
I know
turn.
what I said. I'm going to this thing's fucking head and I'm starting to chop it off.
Okay. So what are you using for chopping its head off, out of curiosity?
I mean, I was gonna use my sword and plunge it through its trachea.
Vertebrae? Yeah.
No, it's trachea, and then start slicing through that way.
So
What do you
you're
want from
trying.
me?
No, that's fair. You only have a puncturing weapon. That was mostly why I was asking.
I know what I have.
Yep, that's fair. So on music.
I love music.
Music's
Music's great.
pizza.
Pizza.
You guys watch as this creature finally goes down. And then you will watch as Darius immediately begins to rush towards this thing and start plunging a blade into its throat and starting to pull away muscle. Darius, please roll me damage.
Okay. Also, this entire time, you know what I've forgotten? I do double damage. But I've also only hit once. The rest of the time I was doing other shit.
That's fair.
Okay.
Can I just roll it for my second one instead of doubling that?
No, double it.
Oh, 5.
Sorry, buddy.
I've been useless.
Nah.
Asher Asher very well was about to drown, in fairness.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah,
biggest no, there's a big reason why, like, Asher rolling that natural 20 was kind of great. It probably would have been a double death save. He would have gotten 1
Yep.
and then auto failed 1. Because
No, he
he's
wouldn't
under
have because he can breathe right now.
right, he
We
can
have
breathe in the water.
Yeah.
I'm
That
gonna
would have
shut-
sucked.
I just had this fight with
Yeah.
Chase.
I forget things.
And I had a health potion on me. So he was gonna get back up.
So you begin plunging your blade into the neck of this creature, starting to pry away muscle. And disturbingly enough, as you're doing this, you are watching that the muscle, like knotted worms, are beginning to try and twist and pull their way back together and restitch themselves. And is actively fighting against you while you're doing this. It's actively trying to pull the body back together. Anything else you want to do?
I'm pretty sure this is taking all her concentration.
Fair enough. Granny.
Okay.
Shoot him in the neck many, many times.
I know.
800 times.
I have a dagger. I think
Shoot the dagger into his neck with your gun.
I should have a dagger. Yes, I do. She's gonna. I mean, this is urgent, but she's still gonna look at Fitz with the danger immediately over. It's like, look at you! Oh, you look great! And then
Darius, upon hearing that, goes, marvel at him later. Cut
I
this
can
thing
do
up
both
now.
at once.
Roll,
And she's
roll
gonna help
attacks with your
Darius.
dagger.
Yeah, she's gonna help Darius.
I'm
try
telling you
to-
all right now, there is a damage number you need to hit.
Actually, wait, hold on.
So that's
He's literally.
that's
does
a
that not-
14.
No, just roll damage.
Yeah, it was like he's literally not moving.
Cool, that's
great.
a 9 total.
Cool. We're doing
You
great.
have 2 attacks.
I have 2 attacks.
What the fuck, dude? What
I
the fuck are you
forgot.
doing?
It's a surprise.
Why did you roll deck?
It's so
I saw that. That was
So
not good.
13 total.
13 total.
This thing is
mhm,
tougher than jerky. Oh my god.
mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
its muscles are trying to grip onto my hands. I hate this.
Someone come help.
Okay. End of your turn, Asher.
Man, so is it rough terrain in the water because it's high enough?
So, with the way water works, I need to get rid of all the blood. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
With the way that water works, it's half
Just
speed
made
because
more.
you don't have a swim speed.
Mm-hmm.
So it would still be, which
Cool.
is kind of a huge pain in the ass for you.
It is. That's all right though.
Technically speaking, it's not difficult terrain, it's half speed.
Yeah, it's
Difficult
like-
terrain can stack with water.
Gotcha.
Oh God.
If
Yeah.
like plant growth with seaweed,
Or like really rough waters, you know.
that just makes it quarter speed.
So
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's about the best angle I'm gonna get for it.
you can get to about here with 15, and that would get you pretty close to the edge.
Oh no, I'm trying to keep hitting it.
No,
Shoot
I
it
know
in the
that.
butt.
That's what I mean. Like you can get you close to the edge and at least give you something to support yourself if you want to try to hit it.
No, I have a flamethrower.
All right, fair enough.
Yep.
That's also true.
We're gonna start the barbecue right the fuck here. So there's actually something pretty cool coming on as Asher is walking over, and again, he's covered from head to toe. All of the water at this point is just turning into steam, or like the water that was on him is just turning into steam, and there's this really cool effect where it looks like it's almost like the dancing embers at the end of a fire as it's starting to go out of these phoenix wings that are around his shoulder. And he turns with the flamethrower, and we're just gonna let out an attack with it that he obviously can't save because it's a dex save. So let me do some damage here. I just had it. Where is it at? Oh no, that's in this part. It is no. Where did that go? I always lose this. There it is. Cool. So he's gonna take 7 points of fire damage, and then that when his turn comes up at the end of his turn, he's going to take some fire damage as well.
Alrighty. Fizzy, you're up.
Okay. I'm trying to think of which would be better. Either it. I can either throw a guiding bolt at him, or move the moonbeam. And he'd probably not make the con save because he's knocked
Well,
out.
he can't really say if he's a corpse.
Yeah, I'm gonna move the moonbeam.
Okay.
Also, if he's
And
prone
then-
from being down, your guiding bolt would be at disadvantage.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move the moonbeam, and then I am going to heal. God, who really needs it? I know. Asher looks bad.
You,
Granny looks
Asher,
bad,
Granny.
I look bad.
Take your pick.
But I'm not gonna pick.
Really fine.
I'm not gonna pick myself, so I'm gonna pick the other two. Asher, you get the D4
Sweet.
healing word,
Jill,
so you get 6 points of
Jill, are
healing.
you wearing a trombone hero T-shirt?
Oh, you just realized that.
It's a
Granny, you get matched.
fish, and it says straight zooted.
I thought it was a trombone.
No, it's a fish.
8 plus. You get 13,
You know
Granny.
what they say about trombones? They're the fish of the brass section.
So true.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
No, I think they do. I think everyone says that all the time. Very common.
All right. Kaz, you're up.
Is it really gonna take an action just to get up?
No, it takes
Half
a
the
half your movement.
Half my movement. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's not a
It
huge
doesn't
deal for
really-
you.
It doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
Oh no, now you can
Half
only move
rounded up.
infinitely.
Half rounded up, so I think that would be 30 feet of your movement, but you still.
So that's like a normal.
It's
Yeah.
it's actually for her. It's actually 25 is the round up position, but because it's 22.5, but still it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Still at 20
Is
feet.
it that? Oh, okay. It's not even.
Yeah, you're
that.
fine. You can get within range of him.
Okay.
If you hit, that will be your third blade in him.
Yeah. So I was gonna like poke one blade on one side, and then if I go in front of him, I'll like recall the blades somewhere.
All right.
The weak points. I don't know.
Okay. Roll. So it would be 48 plus because you're just basically just damaged. So yeah, roll 48 plus what the fuck is your dex? 4.
Oh, no.
Sorry,
Roll.
no. I think I did it right unintentionally.
Oh,
48
that's-
plus 7. My mistake. I apologize.
7. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna physical dice for this. So.
But plus sneak, which is another 46.
No, sneak attack doesn't apply to a corpse.
Technically,
No.
I say no. That's absurd. Tana.
Wait,
And
Az could use her bonus action to recall all 3 of the.
That's what you just did.
that is
Oh,
part
okay,
of the
got
damage. Can I determine what type of creature this is?
So that would be an
And
Arcana
unfortunately-
check.
Unfortunately, we don't have knowledge planes.
No, there's no knowledge planer.
No, I definitely can't.
Yeah, you're not too
with,
sure.
With the disadvantage, that is a nat 1. So I'm not going to pour holy water on it. I'm instead just gonna try to attack the heck out of
Don't
it.
think, just kill. Is the conclusion that Tana comes to.
Attacking. Well, actually, first I get temporary hit points. Attacking with the Chakri. And it is. Regardless of if it's prone or I'm flanking, I have advantage. Yes, nat 20. I am definitely vending on this. That is. So that is. I don't know if you care what damage is what, but 15 slashing, 11 of the rend, and I have to put damage on myself, and then because bludgeoning isn't going to do much, she is specifically punching where she left the Chakri in there, even if it hurts herself, to try to push the blade in deeper, as she is spending a point to flurry of blows.
Gotcha. Fitz.
I still have to roll my attacks. Flurry of blows.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Roll that and tell me the damage when you're done. Fitz.
Okay, I'm gonna scooch right past you, to get over here. So like right there, maybe.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna. We tried to move at the same time. And I'm gonna take Beauty and just start hacking at this thing's neck with Darius and Granny.
With reckless abandon.
Just everyone get your fingers out of the way.
It's like people making mochi, except this is disgusting.
And that is 27 more points of damage.
Gotcha.
Okie dokie.
Yes,
And I
yes, Michelle?
technically-
Nothing, jump
Okay,
finish.
Michelle, go.
I was just gonna say, and I get to attack still on
Yep.
his neck. And they still have the
Spirit
You're
shot.
out.
spirit shroud.
Mhm.
I think I'm not gonna hit the attack button because I'm pretty sure I
You
get
hit.
the man. Dampage, and then
Oh, damn.
2d8. 2. So
Cool. Michelle?
Do you want me to roll for the moonbeam?
Yes. Because his turn came and went.
And actually, on my last
10.
attack,
15.
because of rending, I did lose concentration and heroism.
Okay.
I rolled a 9 total. Might not.
30 total.
30 total?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He also
Hacking
gets burned for 5 points of damage.
and 5 additional points of damage. Hacking and slashing into this creature, cutting away hunks of muscle and bone, trying to separate segments of his body. You guys will decapitate the creature, and Moonbeam will begin to burn away a majority of the torso itself, while the rest of the flesh is rent and burnt away by the flamethrower itself. The creature is now decapitated. The head is unmoving, though the muscle around it still tries to wriggle. The body is not getting up. The body itself is basically at the mercy of the moonbeam and the fire, which is now beginning to consume it more and more. If left to its devices, the fire will eventually destroy the body.
I will keep the moonbeam up for the rest of the minute if I have to.
We should give the same treatment to the head, perhaps, so that it.
As
No,
you're
no.
saying this, you already see Dara starting to stab where its eyes should be.
I want to see this thing become ash. And then we
Oh.
put the ash in a jar and make sure it doesn't recongeal.
I mean, Asher, you have a very easy solution for that.
I know
Mhm.
she says that she looks directly at Asher.
You guys can literally just take the head and put it into Asher's forge.
Hell yeah.
downside, we have to carry the head with us back to Asher.
Asher will put it in a bag, but as he's putting it in a bag, he is going to cast detect magic. Burning
Okay.
spell slot to do so, and Asher is going to examine it. Just not Asher's specifically looking at the neck just to see what it's doing. Just to see, is this arcane? Is this something that's more natural? Is it spell work? Like, what the fuck are we dealing with?
Gotcha. Did that wrong. There we go.
This kind of thing reminds him of the tales of like the giants.
So, allowing the rest of the body to be burned, Asher, you cast detect magic and start looking at the neck stump itself, and the head as well. there is magic kind of fueling the reaction effectively. It's not a natural occurrence. It's basically like this thing's natural healing has been amped up to an nth degree, but only upon death. So when it dies, it immediately tries to bring itself back up until it gets back up.
Okay.
But when it's standing, it doesn't have a regeneration.
Okay.
There is nothing natural about this. You can roll Knowledge Arcana.
I will. Ooh. That is a 21.
You would describe it as either a monstrosity or an aberration. Aberration would be probably the most fitting term for this thing.
Okay.
You also don't know of anything like it. You have not heard of stories of like this thing. You don't know of tales of these kinds of creatures. This is something other.
Got it. Okay. I'll keep that in mind as I'm assuming, make our way back.
We need to wait for Zandy.
Not just yet. Yeah.
Actually, Tana is gonna pull out one of her smaller cooking pots and say, "You put it in there, and then Asha, you use fire or something to keep the lid shut. If it can't expand outside of this place, it isn't a threat."
Tana, you know we're gonna have to throw out that pot after you use it like that, right?
I could
Just
quite
making sure.
easily make you a new one. I'll get to work on that.
Basically welding it in, so if stuff runs out of space, it can't regenerate or grow
Yeah.
as a magic, so.
Yep.
You guys have while Fizzy continues allowing the moonbeam to do its work on the body, Darius and Asher, as well as Tana, will begin to put the head inside of a pot, cover the pot, and then basically use bolts and welds to keep it all held together.
Mending.
Yeah, mending would do it just fine. The rest of you are injured and nursing your wounds back together. Some of you are conversing with Fitz or marveling over their new change.
Granny's like pinching his cheeks, like, yeah, look at you.
He's just like, oh, it's just it's good to be alive again.
You guys will also hear the top of the chest knock open, and you'll watch as like two long legs kind of start trying to pull themselves out of the chest.
I'm not helping them.
should we help? I think we got it.
And pulling themselves up and out of the displacement chest, you will see Zandy does climb their way out.
Do they still look rotten?
Yes, Zandy currently still does look decomposed.
Gestures to the water.
Zandy will not immediately move towards the water. Zandy will move towards you all and the burning body.
Don't worry about it. Actually, do worry about it. On second thought.
Zandy will use basically like a cantrip to write out in the air. What's this thing?
Great
question.
question.
You don't know?
It came out of our bag of holding and has
It
been
tried-
trying to.
Yeah. It's been chasing us down this whole time, I guess.
I I have a drawing of it.
I would like to see the drawing if you wish. What do you mean it was in your bag of holding?
Oh, it just crawled out one day.
There's no air in a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to breathe.
Yeah, it was in that chest you just crawled out of. Along with someone's severed arm.
Where did you find this chest?
Underground bunker.
In a abandoned fortress. To be fair, we know who the arm probably belongs to.
How so?
Fizzy, what's that guy's name? The one who took your sister? You're
Muted.
muted.
Okare, I think.
Lukare?
Arcanist Valkyrie.
Something like.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, that's the name.
That's also his tower
Yeah.
you just teleported to.
No, I recognize the tower, certainly.
Well, it's ours now.
Yeah, he abandoned it.
But
Find
no
his
one has
keepers.
seen. No one has heard of him for quite some time.
Well, we think he has my sister, so.
So that arm. And then they kind of like wave their hand away from what they were writing. If that arm is Arcanist Valkyre's, you could use that for a scry, you realize.
Oh yeah. Also, there was like a whole bunch of body parts in the bag of holding too. I think we found like 5 people's worth of stuff that was over 70 years old.
I think it was this guy's victims in the past.
Strong enough to do a. I will point out, not strong enough to do a scry yet.
Never mind.
Will be soon, but not there yet.
Satana will hold out
I'm
her
learning.
journal with the
I'm not learning, I'm
Batman's
just.
drawing on it.
Zandy will take the journal and begin looking it over, and then they'll write out, do you still have the arm?
Somewhere.
We do.
Probably
right?
in the bag of
we?
holding.
Do we?
Or
I assume
did
we-
or
either
did we
have it
give
with
that
us,
over?
or it's like in the tower still. We gave over the stuff that was like in the bag because we
We-
were like victims, but his arm was outside of the chest. in
I
the
don't know what we
tower.
did with it.
It's probably in the
Genuinely.
bag of holding. Have you met us?
If we knew it was an important
Yeah.
arm, we would have done away with it.
Well, let's check then. Tanner will fold the bag.
It's got
Upside
water
down.
in it.
And it's just gonna like flush.
Uh-oh.
And then probably the other thing that would first fall out would be that case that still has the necklace in it. And then
Oh god.
probably the pick, and then probably like a few scattered gold that we've picked up since, because I think most of the money is in Ash's cart.
Oh, yeah, we should probably break open that case at some point and figure out what's up with that necklace.
No, but it's an expensive case.
What
Then
the
we'll get
hell is this?
Don't worry
Where'd this
about it.
come from?
Don't worry about it.
I think the arm was like one of the first things put in, so it would probably be the last thing to come out.
Tana up to her shoulder, and they're like, "I think this is ah."
Zandy's kind of looking over the drawing and going, and just kind of shaking their head back and forth. And they'll write out, I don't know what this thing is. I've never seen anything like this.
Was he known for doing work on aberrations?
Arcanist Valkyrie?
Mm-hmm.
Arcanist Valkyrie was known for being more than a little bit deranged about godhood. As for whether or not he could have made an aberration, I mean, in theory, he was one of the most powerful wizards to exist here. He was stronger than I was.
If
I really do love hearing that the person that possibly has my sister is deranged. So great. So great.
There's no other way to put it.
I know.
But when you're that focused on godhood, it is a dangerous thing to be. And Zandy will begin making their way over towards the bag of holding that you're holding, Tana. They'll kind of open it up a little bit and then stuff their head inside of it.
There's a lot of stuff in there that you probably don't want to be that close to.
They're head deep inside of the actual bag of holding right now. They cannot hear you.
We haven't put anything gross in there besides the arm, right?
I think all the body parts are out and all
We
the
gave those-
bodies and...
Guard or
Zandy will
whatever.
pull their head back out. It's a room.
What?
What?
There's a room in there.
What?
It looks like a room with shelves and jars and chests. It's a room.
We've just been shoving our shit in a room somewhere.
Fitz is gonna come over and also shove his head in the bag.
Fitz, you're looking at what looks to be the best way of describing it. It is like a stonework room, so like brick and
Full of water?
like card floors. The floor is very clearly damp, but it's like it is just kind of there in an area that is totally black. There's nothing around it. There's nothing adding support to it. No structure, no building. It is a room in nothing. And inside of that room, you see shelves. You see large, like, apothecary jars. You see what looks like just sorting areas.
You know,
Get a
Tommy
legit-
can-
Is there like a little creature in there that's like every time we're like, oh, we need to get this out of that, it goes, here you go.
Anna can't resist saying to Garrus, you could have figured that out if you'd just gone in the bag when I tried.
I would rather die than have gone into a bag of holding that we didn't know what was inside, Tana.
Well, usually bags holding aren't
They're
rooms.
interdimensional spaces.
When I have my head in there, could I breathe?
Nope.
Okay.
And while you guys think about this, Zandy will pull their head out and they'll begin making their way into the water and kind of wade their way in. And we'll take a quick break.
We'll be back in a little while. And we're back.
So, you all see Zandy begin to go their way into the water. And I've now been made aware that there is a room inside of your bag of holding. Is there anything you guys would like to do right now? No?
I plop myself down somewhere that isn't soaked with bagman blood and just lay down.
Alrighty.
Can I take a short rest?
Yeah, you can begin taking a short rest, no problem. It won't
Okay.
take particularly long for that to go through.
Okay, cool. I would like to do that and burn a hit die or two.
I will be joining.
I'll
Uh,
say, just for cleanup's sake, Fitz will be prestidigitationing us clean little spots to relax. And if anyone's got blood on them, just, you know.
People expending hit dice to recover during a short rest can add a d8.
Thank
Yeah.
fuck.
But
What's a
we really-
short rest?
We
Nothing
really
have
should
to worry
also
about.
long rest because it's technically been close to a full day of travel.
Yeah, what's a long rest? Never heard of it. Neither of us got hit once.
I need a long rest very bad, actually.
Yeah, is it the exhaustion?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have any rushed in cans left.
I have nothing. I have a 3rd level spell left.
That's good enough.
I'll take this short rest if only to get my spell slots back.
Gotcha. Zandy will come out of the water, looking a bit like a wet dog. You can see very clearly that their lower jaw is now restored back to normal now. And they will come up to you, Fitz, and they'll look down at you and go, actually, because are you sitting down or are you standing?
It does not matter.
Regardless, Sandy is looking down.
This is fair. They'll look down at you and go, thank you very much for bringing this to my attention.
It would be a lie if I said that it was for your benefit.
Not totally, no, but you still did a kind thing. I do appreciate it. Do any of you require ways out of here?
Probably. Yeah. If we don't have to walk all the way back up, that might be better. Still need to go
But
get
that's
the
weird,
cart, but-
freaky town.
Well,
Uh,
put a pin on it.
Uh-huh.
Fine, we'll come back to it later. This cool
Would
stuff.
we be able to get to the cart after that?
Ash can call the cart.
Well, that is a good point. No, not really. I can't teleport freely. I can do teleportation circle, and I can bring us to a circle, but I cannot necessarily teleport wherever.
Did we run into a circle in here anywhere?
Well, you ran into one that was horribly broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unusable.
We know of how many circles, like, do we know of any?
We know our own. I think we know Zandy is.
There was the one in that room that had basically the software update box for the Determini stuff.
Yeah, but we also don't really want to go back there, maybe.
No, because
Not
it is
yet.
now a
Actually,
dig site.
As long as you were
don't-
within that room, you'd probably be safe because you needed the key to get in.
Mm-hmm.
I also just don't want to go through the freaky city, considering we're all at like really shit.
But the long rest is
We're at
for-
very.
Yeah, we're gonna take a long rest regardless.
We
Mhm.
shouldn't travel more anyways this day because of exhaustion.
I
rolls.
mean, if do you know any Zandy? Do you know any like teleportation circles in like Hardbrack or Belric? Cesegio?
Unfortunately, no. There's unfortunately a bit of an issue with individuals of my persuasion and any spellcasters in the north. Indeed.
What?
Deus is flicking
Oh.
her own ears as they say that.
I-
People are racist, even if they're normal people.
Oh
People are very
wait, is
secular.
Zandy an elf?
Is
Is
Sandy's...
Sandy an elf?
Wait, hold on. Let me
I
double
thought
check. Is
Zandy was
Sandy an
a
elf or a human?
human.
Sandy's a human.
Oh, my bad.
Then why are they alive so long?
That's a wizard, baby.
Oh, that's true.
That's a wizard,
I
baby.
don't fucking know. I think I said to you in the description of Zandy, I was like, they've been alive. I don't know how. They're old as balls, but they're there.
It was the age thing that confused me. I apologize
Yeah.
for that then.
It's just wizard stuff. You would
So,
get it.
in that case, because that was my mix-up, Zandy will say, I do not have any, no. I do not typically find it much reason to be teleporting in the north. Most of my travel can be done fairly easily by rail, so I have not thought to do so.
It might be in our best interest to like take a nap, a very long one, you know, like an 8-hour one, and then maybe do you have like? Because I know Darius mentioned a spell that like protects us when we're sleeping. Do you have that maybe? Maybe we use that, get some sleep, and then we're gonna have to go through, because I don't want to leave Asher's cart behind.
I can call it to wherever I am.
But it's the matter of
Yeah,
how
but it's gonna
long.
take.
In fairness, you did just travel into the Underdark. That is a long trek. It would be a reprieve if you wish.
A little break doesn't sound that bad. Do we have
Asha,
anything urgent again? Other than the moon, I guess.
And
Asha,
fizzy sibling. But
are we
we don't
close to
really
that
have
thing
leads.
on the sphere's map? You know that.
Whirly flower thing.
Give me just a moment.
Also, we do kind of have something pressing. You know, the whole changelings have been missing for a considerable amount of time.
We have a
Mm-hmm.
lot of
yeah, I
pressing
guess that would be.
things, but we also don't necessarily have quick-acting leads for a lot of these things.
And we haven't stopped
Well, we
in a while. I will point that out.
a couple days.
And I want to go.
Yeah.
We do
And-
have a lead, though. To be fair.
Well, the thing is,
Wrong.
aren't you that isn't Vakari the like? It can't. Didn't Zandy mention something about scrying?
I did.
Can you scry?
No, scrying was never my specialty. I'm an illusionist.
Okay, so we can't do that for a while because I'm not gonna be able to do that for a bit. It's too powerful for me.
That's not the lead I was talking about.
The
I know.
Pharmacy.
the pharmacist.
Yeah.
Someone's bankrolling.
We
Is
have a
that
name. I just don't remember it off the top of my head.
I
gonna-
do. Because I've got keen mind.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, we also have fizzy siblings.
We have
Yeah, I'd like
we
to.
have no lead on fizzy siblings.
We
Besides
need to be able
Vakari.
to.
You can call my siblings. They have faces and bodies and stuff.
I assumed you meant your missing sister.
Yes, I did, but also I did want to call my actual other siblings.
Well, we can still
not now.
call them if we're resting for just a day or two.
I
Or
mean, we can take a day or
three.
two's rest. I'm saying I don't want to teleport somewhere where it's going to take the cart like a week and a half to get to us.
right.
Agree with that.
Because the cart does not move as fast as a train.
Mm-mm. It's got mountains to go over. Potentially.
To be honest, it'll take a while anyways. So I'm like, let me just quickly do some math. and
What if
figure out-
we teleported out and then took the train back to the car?
Theoretically,
Also a
do
good
that.
idea. You could just do that.
We rest for a
Yes.
day and then we go.
Though, how long of a walk is it from Zandy's
Well, we
Tower
can
to
wait. We
Margreen?
can go to
Better than
Belvrick and make it come to us.
yeah. I'll tell you right now, it's gonna no matter what, it's better than having the cart go to you.
Yeah.
We can hang out in Belric or Cizegio or whatever.
So here's the thing that would determine it. Is there more stuff up in the north that we have to do that, like, would be convenient if we got up to the surface to just go to? Or is more of our stuff in the middle or south?
Well,
where-
we're supposed to find out about Vizzy's
know-
stuff, and that's
Yeah.
in the north. The pharmacy is in the north.
I was gonna say, do we know where the pharmacy is?
We've been told.
I don't remember. I wish we could teleport like straight up and just.
Where's
I feel
the
like-
send ability?
Yeah, that-
It's not an Orthes. Or if it. How do you pronounce it? Orbeez. It's not an Orbeez.
No, it's not it. I believe it is Hargrak that you're thinking of.
Yeah, 'cause I think that's. I know it was really far north, but I couldn't
Well,
remember
we're s-
where.
We would be so close to Hograk. Well, if we teleport... No. Sandy, you're useless as a wizard.
If we ended up at Zanny's tower, it would be a lot faster to travel over to Elbit.
I don't
Hill.
see you being able to teleport people over mass distances.
I shoot guns, that's why.
Yes, there's a very big difference between teleporting to a predetermined destination and somewhere completely different I've never been. I have never been to your cart, Mr. Asher. To teleport you to that, I would either cross my fingers and hope I teleported to a cart, which could be any cart,
And there are a lot of them.
teleport you into the ground.
Can you at least teleport us to a train station?
To a train station?
Or close to one?
I can teleport to near a train station, certainly.
A train
So
station.
let's quit arguing. We're gonna take a long rest here. We're gonna teleport to a town that wherever Zandy can take us. Get to the train station. Head up. Have Ash's cart meet us in Belric. Let's quit arguing about it and just do that plan because it's the one that's gonna make the most sense, and we don't have to wait fucking forever for Ash's cart, and we don't have to wait.
Fitz didn't want to hear any of this and has been asleep the whole time. Does not give a shit. Doesn't care. Doesn't care. It's cured. It's fine. Everyone else can decide because Fitz isn't gonna argue it.
We'll just do that plan. Let's not argue it. Let's just go that route. Because we're just gonna talk in circles more than we already have, when that is unfortunately the best plan we have, because Zandy's not strong enough to teleport us organically.
As Darius is doing this, Fizzy's just getting down into like a laying position. She's like, okay.
The rest of you, go the fuck to sleep. I'll take first watch.
Would you prefer being teleported to your tower? Because in theory, we could just use a fly spell or a slow fall and just
Do you have a
jump off a mountain.
fly spell or slow fall?
I have slow fall, yes.
We don't need to teleport though. We can just all crawl into the chest.
Well, then the chest
How are we
would
going to
still
take
be
the chest
here.
back?
Oh yeah, that's right.
If you do that, then the chest is here. It's stuck forever.
Like Ouroboros, you pull the chest into itself.
No, wait, hold on. I don't
Oh
think that's how
God.
it works.
That
You mean it's not
if,
like the cartoons?
if we no longer want either chest to work or potentially end up on in theoretically a completely different dimension, or
The Astral Sea.
create some sort of an infinite gravity loop, all of them are bad.
None of this seems like a good plan.
Fine, then fucking teleport us.
You all rest. I am fine. I do not require one, not currently. So, rest, get your sleep.
I'm
Done.
gonna press the long rest button until we actually have finished the long rest.
That's fair.
Yes.
So, Darius, you're taking first watch?
Yeah.
You're going to have Zandy assisting you. Everybody who takes a watch this time is going to have Zandy assisting.
Oh, so Sandy doesn't sleep?
Zandy doesn't need to sleep. They didn't just go through a massive fight. They haven't been, they're not exhausted
Oh, that's
after
fair.
days of travel.
They were in bed waiting for our call, and that's why it took them so long.
They had to get
Because
changed.
They had to get dressed.
I
they
need
had
to-
brush their
I need to point out,
hair.
It wasn't that long. Your fight took a
It's
matter
like
of like
It's like 5
18, 20
minutes.
seconds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
They got out of bed really fast and brushed their hair really fast. While they were in, there's actually a hairbrush in our
here
tower
with you
now.
guys.
It's in the chest if you look.
Does that mean I get advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
That is the point of having someone assisting.
Well, I didn't know if they were gonna do their own. That's why I was asking.
No, they're assisting you.
24 total.
24 total?
Yeah.
So you kind of have to learn to be comfortable with the circumstance because you are still taking watch in a location that has like a good 20 to 30 of those monstrosities just standing nearby staring at the pool of water. They're all still here. They're all still nearby, but they're not moving and they're not a threat. It's just a matter of teaching yourself that you don't have to worry about the weird shapes nearby. They're not gonna hurt you. And it's also oddly calm down here near this fountain. The general environment here, because I didn't really have a chance to describe it, it's almost like loosely desert-like if you were to compare it to anything. The scrub brush has some flowering plants that appear to be constantly at full bloom, and the smaller scrub-like plants that are actually on the floor are prickly and spiny, much like cacti and what have you. But there's also what appear to be fireflies of some sort that are moving around here, at least some kind of a phosphorescent bug. There's no signs of any real danger down here, not currently, not at this time. But you will note that the party as a whole is quite wounded. Most of whom are still trying to rest away the injuries. Fitz seems to be a little bit restless in their sleep, but nothing too serious. Next watch.
We didn't establish this, so I get to decide who I kick awake.
Yes.
Just remember, we are in a darkish area in the Underdark.
Oh, I'm aware. Darius is not a good person.
Okay,
She's gonna kick Fitz awake
that's fair.
and make Fitz spend time with Zandy.
Great. So happy about this.
She'll just nudge you awake and go, "Your turn for watch."
I didn't say I would.
No one said they would, so you get volunteered for it.
Fitz.
Would you rather have Tana, who can't see?
No, I would rather get a night's sleep. I'm exhausted.
No, you'll go back to sleep after your turn.
It's just
Teenager that just woke up.
Jinx.
So, perception check with advantage from Fitz.
You're a +5.
That's disadvantage because of exhaustion.
It's normal
Yeah,
roll.
been
Oh, so
removed
no,
yet.
I put my other die down. Got it. Got it.
Also, Jolly's really in the roll.
Fully passed out.
Yep.
Even.
I don't blame her.
That's +5.
Yeah, that's a good roll.
21.
The best part is she literally like.
I saw
just,
one
like-
eye go, "Bip."
21.
21. Yeah, you and Zandy will not see much in the way of issues currently going on. At some point, Zandy will actually make their way towards one of the monstrosities and kind of look them over slightly.
The big one's eyeballs make a sound that rattles your brain.
It's a very hard material. Is it a ceramic of some sort?
Loud. Whatever it is.
Fascinating.
They also turn to dust if you get them wet.
Is it because of the water or the enchantment?
Probably the enchantment, not the water.
That would make sense. On some level, I am very curious about what is going on here, but on another, I'm ill-prepared to investigate further. Not much more to be done.
There certainly isn't all of them. There's a wall of them back there. There's stragglers. There's alive ones. There's a centipede made of their torsos that lives in a bell tower. Basically a guard dog.
There's a bell tower.
There's a bell tower. There's an entire town back there.
I'm not aware of any. I wasn't aware of any enclaves that were in the area.
It's a lost city, it seems. We were going to go back and investigate, but twisted fellow showed up and sort of ruined the atmosphere of adventure.
Yes, I'd imagine that would. Well, you can always mark it down on a map and come back later on. Or, when you become more experienced, I'm sure you can teleport here.
Perhaps. Fitz is very, like, markedly not looking at Xanthi still, and is very much just like, if I don't make conversation, this is gonna be weird. Sitting in silence.
You realize there's nothing wrong with silence. You do not wish to speak to me, you do not have to.
It's less of not wanting to speak with you. Having an internal battle of feelings versus logic. Because, logistically, I know that you did what you did because of, let's call it, generational trauma. But, on the emotional side of things, I am still extremely angry. Some sort of battling between those, and I don't necessarily want to have that happen while everyone is sleeping around us. So I'm not really sure what to do besides make stilted, awkward, surface level conversation.
I would say you can have both. You can both be furious at me and realize where it came from. You're more than able to, I'm sure of it. You have the ability. Is it possible to reconcile such a thing immediately? No, absolutely not. And I really have no good excuses. You are correct. I learned that reaction. I learned my teaching method from my teacher. You are correct. It does not excuse it, but I still learned it. But I think that just shows I was not a good student. Because a good student, I've learned that a good student isn't someone who simply learns what has been put in front of them. It is one who understands that there is something to be taken from what is put in front of them, and there are some things that are better left alone. In that regard, I failed. I was not a good student. I think you are a better student than I ever was, in all honesty.
Well, all I know is that the cycle need be broken at some point. So, if I ever find myself in a position to teach, I will break the cycle. That's really all there is to it.
It is. I suppose you're right. I don't think I'll be taking students ever again. I will say. You were the first one I was going to take, in all honesty. Yeah.
Well,
I screwed that up.
you did.
We wouldn't be here otherwise.
I think eventually I will forgive you. Of course, not now, but...
You don't need to concern yourself with eventually. You don't need to concern yourself with forgiving me.
Well,
I'm not going to ask of it from you because I don't deserve to ask it.
an apology, not an apology. Forgiveness is not deserved. I'm not really sure how I want to say this, but it is something that is freely given. You can't. You can't refuse it if I give it. And again, it's not coming immediately, but I like to consider myself quite the nice person. So I imagine that it will eventually come. Now, from what these fine folks have learned of this situation, I don't imagine all of them will share the sentiment, because I like to think I've firmly rooted myself in their hearts as a kind, good little scamp. But, you know.
Friends rarely forgive as well as the individual hurt.
Another person that I'm not quite sure would be as quick to forgive is my dad.
No, I would imagine he will not.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how he's gonna take. I should probably tell him I'm not dying anymore.
It would be wise.
Fitz literally pulls out a journal and starts writing down things to do now that he's not dying anymore, like talk to dad. Adjust frog's look. New clothes.
You know, I don't think you need a bucket list. Not anymore.
This is the opposite of a bucket list. It's a is there an opposite of a bucket?
No, I don't think so.
I'm alive again list. Works.
You know, you really did have every right to kill me. You understand that?
I do. I thought about it. Didn't feel right. Why stoop to a level that I myself was almost put to? You don't solve violence with more violence. You solve that sort of situation by becoming better. Kinder. That's how I was raised, at least.
I realize you're trying to make a good moral statement, but I mean, there does come a point where you should just kill them. Someone bad enough.
Of course, but if it's a situation where they're a criminal or something, say a completely random circumstance, if we were to know the identity of a murderer, it would be much better for them to face justice in the justice system the way that it's intended, because it's there for a reason, right?
Well, yes, justice is one thing, but we are talking about something, an individual with the potential to reoffend in multiple times. That is something that needs to be dealt with harshly. And yes, the reality of the matter is may have the potential to do that again, which is why I'm not letting myself have students again.
Well, you have the potential. I have the potential to kill everyone while they're sleeping, but I'm not going to do it. Does that mean that I should be put down?
The difference is that I have done it once.
How do you know I haven't? I haven't. But
yeah.
If I did, you wouldn't be able to tell. It's no one is going to be able to look at you and think, wow, they cursed their brightest student ever, who's incredibly talented and not at all bad at magic, to rot away into a little corpse forever. It's not forecasted on your face. It doesn't solve anything if I kill you. Nothing is gained from that. In fact, a powerful source of magic is in fact lost from the world.
There's always more powerful sources of magic, and new ones are always created.
Yes, but not all of them are quickly established as powerful wizards with gigantic towers in the mountains. It
You
would
stole a
take
giant
time.
tower.
You are being purposely obtuse.
I'm being purposely obtuse because you had the right to do so, and I would never have judged you for it.
Because
I
you
don't
would
think
forget.
anybody else would have.
I would have judged myself for it. The opinions of others are less important than what I think of myself.
For
Waking
making
up
the
every
correct
morning-
decision?
It's an important decision because everyone else would see it and they'd think, oh, good for Rot. Or, sorry, oh god. Fitz. It's so hard switching names back. Everyone
Rot?
would be, what?
What do you mean rot?
That's what I was called.
You were calling yourself rot.
Yes, I was.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I wasn't Fitz anymore. I was half skeleton. It was the entire time of my life, and then I met with a god, and they stole my powers, and then
You were still rot. Fitz, fuck.
It's hard. It's difficult. They're both 3, 4.
No, that doesn't.
Short.
That does not change things. You were still Fitz. You went by a different name because of what happened to you. That's absurd.
It really isn't, though. It just happened.
Yes, it is absurd.
This
You
is
let the
not
actions of
about-
another person change you completely.
Yeah? Did I?
Yes,
I
Yes.
was also quite changed mentally, you realize?
course you were.
I thought it was my fault. So the whole time I thought it was my fault. I was rotting away and decided, oh, I need a name that fits my appearance more and fits how I feel. So I called myself Rot.
Then why didn't you kill me for that?
Because I'm a good person! My basis lies in kindness. It always has. I don't have it within me to kill someone for doing something that they did in the heat of the moment.
But you didn't know that I did it in the heat of the moment.
No, but I thought it was my fault for so long. That even now, I find it hard to stay angry. Because a part of me still believes it was my fault, even though logistically I know. But it's hard to go all that time thinking that I did something and then all of a sudden find out, oh no, my only crime was not being able to learn magic fast enough. And I can't help that. So it doesn't help anyone to kill you. It would have just been another rash decision made in the moment out of anger, which would have continued the cycle.
With who?
I would have...
There was no one to take revenge on you. I don't have apprentices.
No, but it would have affected me. It would have made... The anger you took out on me would have rooted in me and come back to hurt someone. It doesn't matter who. And maybe, 30 years from now, maybe I have taken on a student. And having killed you in anger, that anger's still in there. It's rooted. It's there. And thinking back on it, maybe they're a little slow on the uptake or something. All of a sudden, the cycle's back where it started.
I don't believe that.
Well, I've done all I can to try
No.
and...
I don't believe that because you yourself have said you're a good person. Correct?
I like to think I am.
I don't think the anger that you feel in a moment suddenly stops you from being a good person. Yes, the anger is always there, but you are good enough to understand how to control it. You understand it's there. If you keep a dog on a leash, it will not run about and cause damage. It will be there, yes, but it won't be a problem as long as you keep it under control.
You've talked yourself exactly into why I didn't kill you. making sense now? Sort of cutting it off? Not
No, I
thinking
still
it?
disagree.
Alright then, this is a really fun watch we're having. Oh, that guy just twitched? No, but I'm gonna pretend he did. Alright. Fitz will continue the watch.
Smart people are the most stubborn. I'm sorry.
This could go on, this back and forth of like, this is why
Yes.
I'm right. No, I think you're wrong, actually. But
This is
no.
just
Full
this is just two intellectuals talking about morality. This is all it is.
A full session of just the two of them arguing.
Talk show, but like a really, really frustrating talk show. Fitz will gently wake up whoever.
No.
I'll do it.
I mean, no one volunteered, so it would be up to Fitz to choose.
Fitz would logically think it through and be like, who can see best in the dark? Fizzy,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. And it would be like a gentle like, Fizzy, so sorry to stick
Huh?
you with Sandy, but it's time for your watch.
Okay,
Good luck.
that's fine.
Talk to them so much, they'll love it so much. You just tell them everything you know.
Nothing you don't know. How to right.
I mean, yeah, I could talk. Okay, that's fine. Then she's gonna get up. Okay, I'm gonna do.
I love
20.
the idea of these half-awake adults being like, yo, what's up? What's that? Nothing. It's good.
I mean, to be honest, you've basically just described taking watch. That's exactly what it
It's
is.
just like, cool.
You're barely awake. Like you're bleary-eyed. It's dead of fucking night. You'd rather be asleep. That's taking watch. That's all it is.
Or you're an insomniac who couldn't fall asleep anyway, so you just like.
Fuck it.
I'm angry about this.
Fizzy spends the entire watch just like blearily looking straight ahead, just like.
Slow blinking, like one eye at a time.
You will not see anything of note during a watch. It is safe. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Or you didn't roll high enough.
It's also possible.
Okay, well, I'll take it.
Electric Bagaloo.
Electric Bagaloo. I like that one.
That was the fight that we just had anyway.
Do you think Connor's gonna kill us?
No, that was a really good joke.
Yeah.
So you are Drow from the Rosavska forest, correct? I cannot hear
Can't
you.
hear
You're
you.
muted.
Oh my god.
I'm not, actually.
The mic's just.
I said that's. My mic's just funky. I said that's a lot of words, but yes.
So,
Why?
well, we do not ordinarily see your kind around here very much, to be honest.
I'm getting that. That everyone thinks I'm weird, which is fine, but I'm not. Where I'm from, I'm normal.
I mean, that is the nature of being weird, in fairness. One person's normal is another person's not.
Yes.
So, I am curious about your society. Out of curiosity, is it? Do you have money? Is it capitalist, or no?
I don't even know what that means. I've never seen money before I came up to the surface.
Right.
We trade things.
So a barter system.
Yeah.
Okay. But still for the good of the community, effectively.
Yeah. Sorry, phone call. Give me a second. Sorry, I mean,
No,
just,
it's
I gotta
okay.
test my mom. But continue. Sorry, I'm listening.
So, largely community-based, not a capitalist system. Have there ever been schisms in your society? People who wish to rule differently from whoever is currently in charge?
Know of. I mean, everyone seems pretty happy, and if you don't want to like rule or like you don't want things to work, you can just. Sometimes people just leave and never come back when they do their whole. When they do what I'm doing, sometimes they leave and they don't come back.
What about the forest itself?
What do you mean?
Well, the fungal growth.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
It keeps growing. It's gonna push us out eventually. And it seems to be faster. I don't know why.
If it's any consolation, it's not going to be just a you problem. It will affect everybody else eventually. And the speed is most likely just a matter of the size. Eventually, it gets easier and easier to spread.
Truly bring me any sort of comfort.
No.
You know that, right?
No, it's not a comforting thought. It's the best I can
A
say.
good thing. It's a bad thing.
No, it's not a good thing. In fairness, there are, from what I've heard, attempts in North Case to stop it from continuing to grow.
Right. By burning it, right?
I don't think it's going that far yet, although people are considering it. No, what they're trying to do is they're trying to lay down material that the fungal growth can't go past. Dig down deep enough, put in metal plates, stuff like that, make a wall, effectively.
Metal doesn't really work for us.
No, it typically doesn't for druids, does it?
No. We're not all druids, but
No.
a lot of us are. No, my sister. I have siblings who are bard. I have a bard. She likes to dance. Have a brother who likes. He's a big guy, likes to fight, but like not in a mean way. Just don't make him mad. Have one who fights. He kind of fights in a different way, if that makes sense. So, we're not all druids. I'm a weird druid. Generally, it's druids who use the fungus to their advantage. And I don't like the fungus, I like the stars. I like the outside. The night sky.
Will you stay?
Oh, I haven't decided that yet. I've only been above ground for like less than a season. A little early to decide that. I've got plenty of time to figure that out.
No, this is fair. This is fair. I apologize for being blunter about the whole forest situation. Maybe there is a good solution somewhere, but I don't know of it currently. Granted, I also don't study the forest, so.
I don't know it either, and that worries me.
Not knowing?
Not knowing. Knowing it's getting worse. Knowing that we could be pushed out eventually. I don't know. Not knowing is bad for me, but I also don't know a lot, so. The world is much different than I expected.
Sorry. I find it funny. You're a fortune teller who does not like not knowing the future.
Oh, well, I like knowing the future, but I like deciding I choose to know when I know. I don't like the it's hard to explain. I don't like that I don't know. So I don't know what to do about the forest. And there's no amount of fortune telling I've tried. I've looked at my cards and my cards have told me nothing. It's a problem beyond my abilities, I guess. But my abilities aren't very good as of yet, to be honest.
I think it's because you're trying to. I think you're trying to overreach.
Maybe.
I believe the simplest way of handling it is to focus on what you have immediately at your disposal and what you can immediately do. Right now, you have your own problems. You have smaller problems, I'm sure.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, trying to find someone who doesn't seem to exist or is simply disappeared is also a big problem.
But it's a much easier problem to try and deal with than a continent-sized growth of forest.
Yeah.
There are things out of your control, unfortunately. It's not comforting, but it is what it is.
I guess. I'll figure it out eventually.
In time, sure.
But I'm more focused on this guy, and if you have any idea on where he may be, that would be great. How to find him. Or what I can use to find him. I can't scry yet.
No.
It'll be a while, unfortunately. I'm figuring that out, but the stars aren't really working for me right now.
Vokore Shaw is... Okay. How do I, What is your thought on the wizard community? Spellcasters, people who hold themselves up in tall towers, learning about books at all times. What do you think of it?
I mean, it's exactly the opposite of the way I do magic, so it's a little weird to me. I don't even know how to read, so Fitz is teaching me.
Oh, good. They're doing well?
Hey.
Good. So the whole... You hit the nail on the head almost immediately. The wizard community is weird. And it is. We hold ourselves up in towers, days and days on end, to read books and learn things. We're already a little weird. Vokore Shaw was a different kind of weird. He was very picky about who he had as his student. And as a human, you don't have that liberty. You're supposed to teach as fast as possible because you will die one day. Additionally, his focus was on the deities, which is typically a very clerical thought. It's a very odd thing for a wizard to focus on. And...
So no other wizards do that?
Not typically, no. I mean, we will learn about the gods, but it's different. Learning and trying to emulate are two very different things.
That's
and
okay.
In time, Vokore, from what I heard, rumors-wise, he simply became worse. And it became worse faster. He became more obsessed with the ideas of godhood. And I don't know if you know your history, but actually no, there'll be no reason for you to know this. Apologies. About 30 years ago.
Like,
No, about 30 years ago, there was a pretty significant threat over in Pecusia.
I think once mentioned that.
There was a man and the head of a cult. He was attempting to use the power of the belief of the followers around him, and
Hold on, I'm taking notes.
and the some very powerful devils to effectively force himself into a position of being the strongest. He was making himself into a pseudo deity. Is the best way of describing it.
Not how. Who? Someone stopped. I
Oh
hope.
yes,
I think. I guess.
he was killed. One of his children eventually came back and killed him himself.
Oh, okay. Good on that kid, I guess.
Yes,
That sounds really scary.
I imagine so. But nonetheless, he became interested in this, and you can understand why that is a concerning thing to suddenly become interested in.
Huh? Okay, you said he taught people, right?
Yes.
Do you know who his students were?
Yes, but
Are they not alive
he
anymore?
took them with him.
Oh. Darn.
It's,
So none of them are.
It's like he made a cult. He made a small group of people who only stayed near him and only listened to him and took the information from him, and they became his attachment to the outside world.
Time they were seen?
Last time they were seen.
Yeah. I'm doing connections in my brain, and they are not good connections, guys.
Well, I'm not too sure about all of them.
It's been maybe like 50 years ago.
With some of them, certainly. I mean, I know that some of the students were, No, that actually would line up fairly well.
Think maybe they're dead, and they were in the bag. That's maybe where he was keeping them. Because when we found the chest, that was outside, but there were body parts in there.
And you found the chest in his tower.
No, we found one of the chests. The other chest was in a different place. It's in a completely different place.
I think you're most of the way there. I think those were the washouts.
Maybe. Oh, this guy's bad. How am I supposed to find someone who doesn't want to be found?
With persistence, and magic. Most likely magic. Or something stronger.
Stronger?
Oh, yes. Well, not magic, as in something stronger magically, but like a creature that is stronger. There are plenty of creatures who are very in tune with the world around them and good at listening and good at observing. You would have to convince them to help you or bribe them.
Okay.
But I would say the only other way you could do this would be to become stronger yourself.
Working on that. We're working on that. That's gonna take a bit of time. That's just... Okay. Are there more powerful wizards than you? Maybe I can find one of them.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, they're more powerful wizards than me. I can say that without a doubt in my mind.
Think any of them want to help me?
I think most of them don't know you.
I'm really nice.
I'm sure you are.
Yes,
you are.
I'm really cool, and I bet if I met one of them, they would definitely help me.
The other
listen,
thing about wizards is that we do tend to be a bit insular.
That's fair. Maybe you can find
I'm
one.
sure.
I don't know.
I'm sure I can see if there are any who could assist or provide information.
That would be really nice.
They will absolutely ask for help with something. I need to tell you that right now.
Okay, well, maybe it's something we can help with.
Then I will do what I can.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
This is no problem.
All right. Well, I think. Oh, I don't have a watch on.
Fizzy. Yeah, Fizzy, who can't read, has a watch.
I know Fizzy actually does that, by the way. I will point that out. She does do the. Oh wait, I don't have a watch. I don't know how to tell time either. Stars tell the time for me. Anyway, I think it's time that we get up because I think everyone's good.
It should be long enough for most of their wounds to set and not be in open. So let us get you going.
Okay, and I'm gonna start waking people up.
At this point, it is 8 hours later. It's 10 o'clock at night, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, time's a construct, anyways.
Zandy is using what looks to be like a stick that has like a piece of chalk at the very end. It's like a very long chalk holder, and they're using that to write on the ground as they make a circle to teleport through.
Couldn't you just draw it by hand without the fancy stick?
No, this is genius.
I don't like getting
Don't
chalk in
have-
my hands.
Also, you don't have to bend down. It really saves your back.
Oh
Let me
my
tell
god, you
ya.
are so old.
Yes! Do you see my face, my hair?
My hair's the same color.
I'm not missing.
My hair
You're a
is
drow.
gray.
Your point?
White hair is a natural.
Yeah, and I'm older than her, so she's complaining about stuff that I would have already experienced.
Statistic? Alright. Proportionally speaking, I am older. We've been through this.
Yeah, usually it's the other way around, but I decided I wanted to be an asshole this morning because I don't have any coffee.
Get coffee wherever we end up, I think. Right? I don't
Miss
know.
Rizzy.
Is it even morning?
No.
N-
No, it is night.
It's what time is it?
10 p.m.
10 o'clock p.m.
Too late. He answered faster.
Can't help it. It's really great at having a very keen mind.
All right. When I finish the circle, all of you need to step inside of it quickly. It will be bringing us to your tower, as that is, funny enough, the closest place to get to the railroad. Granted, it will mean jumping off of a mountain, or flying off a mountain, but still it is the fastest way to a railroad.
It won't be the first time.
So, are all of you ready?
Tyler's making sure to grab the chest and
Yeah.
everything else that was pulled out of the bag of holding and stuff it back in.
You guys would all see Asher also slowly getting up. Interestingly enough, there is a cat that you guys have seen before. A cat that's made of all metal, solid on the bottom, crawl up and into his backpack. And then you see a couple bots finishing some stitches on where his coat was. And they just crawl underneath where the coat is and just kind of disappear as he slowly gets up.
Spooky.
I'm not gonna question it. Loose! Get in the circle, please.
No. If you leave him behind, that'll be really funny.
Yeah, I was already mean to him once this trip. He deserves
He
better.
did seem very mad. Does
Why
he?
didn't they help with the big guy? Could have made something. He is magic, isn't he?
I'm not helping you.
I did kind of throw him to the metaphorical wolves recently.
I will
Well,
say
if he
though,
dies, you're not getting anything from her.
helping out in a fight would have actually given good reason to to get her to help you out.
Hey, Zandy,
Little tit for tat.
do you know how to get rid of a demon's cat that's hooked itself to you? Great. This is what I get.
If it is decided to follow you, it is following you.
This is what I get for dying.
It's not a curse. It is a creature that has decided to follow you.
No, I met it when I died. It's a curse from being dead.
Well,
Oh, Dad, I still have a bit of holy water.
I don't think that'll work. Like I said, I was mean enough to him once this trip. He already tried to make me fall and bust my head open, so we're even.
all right. Everyone ready? Into the circle. Go, go, go. And they will complete the circle. And you will watch as the ground on the circle itself appears to rise up to you all and then rise, flip, flap, flip, flap, flip, flip. And then suddenly you guys are standing inside of the tower back near Karhe.
Home sweet home.
We've done nothing to make cool.
We've cleaned up a bit around here.
It's
Quite
less
peaceful.
dusty.
Yeah, we did clean up and then you left in a huff because I told you compliments.
You cornered me in a moment where I was extremely vulnerable, thank you.
Yes, and then we found out because you were talking to Cause that it was actually an evil deity that was your patron. So really me complimenting you ended well.
Gary's just gonna reach over and put a hand over Terrace's mouth.
Mercy-
Like, you gotta
Mercy-
stop
yeah.
talking.
Deus doesn't even let you. She just
You really want to think about it, you're the reason that an evil god materialized in my room, stole my powers, and tried to take my weapon.
Yeah, but you got cooler powers and I don't know what you are now, to be honest with you.
What happened there?
What happened with what?
Did you not notice
you
yourself when
grew.
you transformed?
You had horns.
flew.
I
Like-
definitely noticed that.
You had
Very-
you had
And you-
talents.
It was extremely unexpected, but very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Question, Connor. Do I know what kind of horns those were?
That'll be a knowledge arcana roll, I believe.
Oh yeah, definitely great at those.
Don't look at me.
No, I have no fucking clue. I rolled a 5 total.
If you're all
They look like horns. They were
if
pretty.
you're also curious,
They were pretty.
ask the man himself. And Fitz will just gesture to you need the sword.
What are you?
I'm currently a sword.
There you go.
Okay,
there's
but
your
otherwise, that's not.
Swords don't have scales and horns.
I don't have
Really?
scales and horns.
Technically, the cord.
What did you used to be, if not a sword?
I am a sword.
Before that.
Before that? Well, before that, this was a piece of opal and some metal and some scales.
Mm-hmm. Where'd the scales come from?
Well, the scales came from a dragon.
Mm-hmm. And would you say that your essence was from the scales?
Hmm?
Hmm?
No.
The opal, perhaps?
No, that's just a nice rock.
This is the reality I live in every day. I'm really glad you're all getting to experience this sort of
You are
sideways sort of
in-
conversation.
Oh my god!
How are we getting down
Um,
this mountain?
I think we're running and dropping and then slow falling.
We can either jump, or I can use a scroll. I only have one of.
I
Rather-
polymorph into an
I would
eagle.
jump, I would rather jump.
Fitz,
I polymorph into an eagle. I'm serious. You see Fizzy polymorphs into an eagle.
Fitz is
Oh,
gonna lean
that's
down
neat.
to the sword to me and be like, will those wings work if I jump off of a mountain, or is that like not recommended?
Do you think you can pull them out fast enough?
Well, for a long time.
I think so.
It takes about 6 seconds to reach terminal velocity, after which point you've fallen 500 feet.
What if I jump beforehand? Just one jump. If I'm in the air for long enough, and then I just spread and then I jump off.
I
Hold
have
on.
another option.
Is it Featherfall?
Well, yeah. Well, yes, but also no. I need 2 volunteers.
Explain what you need the volunteers for.
Volunteers first.
You're going to become a bird.
Yes,
Like
let's go.
Like your friend
Okay.
Fizzy here.
I'm so curious on what that feels like.
Wait.
Yes.
A giant eagle. I'm gonna point out, I'm a giant eagle.
Like,
I can
the
grab.
door?
I know. That's exactly why I'm saying it.
Giant eagle, the chain.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, Jace.
I could volunteer.
Okay.
I want to know what it feels like so
Okay.
badly.
You will need to grab hold of several people, both of you, and they will cast polymorph on the 2 of you.
I'm also a giant eagle, so there's 3 of us now.
You guys, all 3 of you are going to be giant eagles.
The problem is Darius immediately starts to preen at herself.
Quit it! Stupid bird.
They're likely not very bright in their current state,
I don't
not
think she's
compared to
very
the way they
bright
were
in
previously.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I
down
can.
at you.
Ah! My hat.
I don't.
Personality is retained and intelligence is not. You're gonna see Asher do a couple hops
No.
and then just go into a full dive.
No, we need
If
to
any of
ride
them
on
tried to
you.
peck at Tana for being a rabbit, she is with them a firm smack in the beak.
We're down a bird
You know-
already, so this is going fantastic.
Well, next level, I'll just be able to wild shape
yeah.
into a giant
I'm-
eagle. I just can't do it
I'm
yet.
sure that they can hold at least 3 people each, so we'll
I'm
wait
grabbing
for Asher
Kaz.
to get back.
Asher
I'm
is
grabbing
doing
Kaz.
just some big fucking swoop, and he's going up about as high as he can fucking go. He's doing like a whole lap around the mountain.
Darius is just gonna call them back and go, and essentially, as best she can, an eagle go. You can fly after we take them down.
I grab Kaz, I grab Granny, and then I just kind of like down for like Tana to get on me.
Tana will get on Fizzy, and even though you probably don't understand, she will say, "I'm gonna give you a bit of an edge over Asher," as she will cast Long Strider on you.
Competitive bird racing.
Pod racing.
But it's
Yeah,
our
this is
friends.
pod
racing.
You have a 10-foot increased movement speed across all of your speeds.
To anybody who's still on the ground, Zandy's going to go. Now, when you see them coming, make sure you turn your back to them. You do not want the talons to be latching onto your chest.
I think the only one left is
Fitz
Fitz
and Zandy.
and Zandy. Yeah.
All right, Darius, which one do you pick up?
Fitz.
All right.
I'm not picking him up. She's just gonna, since there's only one, get on the back.
He just picks Fitz up and he's, I'm free.
And Asher comes in and pretty much just dive bombs Zandy at Mock Jesus and grabs him and just takes off into a full dive.
1 second, Zandy is there. The next, they're gone.
They're
Yeah,
gone.
the next is just one shoe left at the mountaintop.
Fuck.
So,
I'm not getting that back.
using
We'll
the
mail it.
hour of polymorph you guys all have, you'll be able to be brought down to Karhay, where it is dead of fucking night. So thankfully, no one's going to be able to freak out about the 3 eagles that are landing there.
Wait.
But
Especially, I will point out Fizzy is just all white with like the sparkliest, like just a little bit of purple up here. He's got like a little bit of purple, but like everyone else is white.
My Little Pony, except it's a giant eagle.
Connor, how long does that
Exactly.
take us to do?
What, like fly down?
Yeah.
I mean, eagles can tuck and dive mid-flight pretty fast, so like if you wanted for a terrifying, unsafe flight, like you could do it in like 10 minutes, no problem.
So like a 20-minute flight.
Yeah.
Then. So we still have 40 minutes of polymorph.
Yeah, sure.
Deus is going to grab at Ash's talon, yank him, and then shoot up.
Yeah. Hana already rides atop the trains, not in them, so this is fine.
Look, we've already dropped everyone else off. Now I get to be a dumbass bird for like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I can't really do very much more. Grab yourself a train or find a spot to wait. Then grab a train and get back to your cart. If you'd like, you could probably try to bribe the whoever's driving the train at Belric to let them stop briefly to have you jump out near the lake. That way you don't have to, let it make its way all the way to a town, and then walk.
Any bridges?
Oh, most certainly. There's one that goes from Belric to Hagrak, and that has to go over the lake. So yes.
I don't think we should jump into the lake, Tana. A couple of us can't swim.
It'd be much better than being in that ravine.
Either way, I have to rest anyways. I'm fresh out, so I'm going to, if you don't mind, and they'll just kind of like find a spot that's a little bit secluded away from the town so that no one's gonna ask like too many questions. You'll see them roll out like a little like bedroll, and then they'll cast Lima's tiny hut.
God damn it! You could. God.
Don't worry, when we get to town, this is out of character, of course. I'm planning on finding the spell and buying the magic paper.
Yeah. I'm not actually mad about it.
So
Zandy is trying to avoid noticing in stuff with this, but left everyone out of the hut. Tanya is gonna pull out her painting supplies and just paint on the side.
I will point out, like, if you try to walk into the hut, you're allowed into the hut because you can.
Nice.
She'll still do it.
But with Fitz and Zandy now fixed, you guys are in Carhay, and you're waiting for your next train out of town so you can go pick up your cart, and then continue on with your crazy adventure. So we can leave off there. Thank you also very much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed the game. If you did, please pass the word around and tell your friends. We stream fairly regularly, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Jace, you available for Tuesday next week?
It won't be available for Tuesday next week, but here in the next couple weeks, I'll be available.
Tuesdays will be regular.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, we are currently streaming Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. But with all that said, some of us are quite hungry, and it's the end of the stream anyway. So everybody say bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.